Yeah, so let's start. Let's just start. You've all had your level up. I assume you're all loving your newly acquired skills, attributes, whatever.
Extra song never goes amiss.
As per how we normally start a session, you hear the little ding-a-ling-a-ling of the bell from Talascar to be like, yeah, come on, gather. As you are all wandering around the Nameless HQ. As Endo just enters into the doorway, by the look of it.
Oh.
Endo walks in with a very big smile on his face. And very proud, spotting a very, very orange-looking nappy, which is quite bright compared to his usual ones.
Oh, it looks good, Endo.
Hello!
Where you been shopping again, Endo?
No. I was recalled back to the order of sumo. I have been promoted.
Yay! Can I minor illusion confetti?
Yes, you can. Yes.
Promoted? What to?
I am now the rank of Komosubi. And he's like all stood there proud with his chin up and he's like smile on his face.
Is that why we've got... Oh, go on, Dom.
What does Komosubi mean?
Well, I'm not quite sure, Doromaya. I just know that the people at the Order and the monks and everybody were smiling and they said I did really well. And they said that I'm getting bigger and stronger and they like what I'm doing. And they sent me back to the Adventure Guild so that I can keep getting stronger and better. So that's all I know.
Congratulations, mate.
Thank you. They said I did really well, so Endo did good. Endo happy.
I'm living for this colour.
Awesome. Edric, can you roll me a perception, please?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. So as Endo kind of comes in, showing off his new attire, new orange attire, Talaskar's kind of like leaning like one like elbow on the table. She's like, Endo, you have a parcel. She like holds out a box that's been very like badly wrapped. It's just in like brown paper or whatever, but it's been like the tie that's tying around it is like really badly tied. It looks terrible.
Ooh. Ooh. What? Who? What? Who is this from?
I haven't opened it, so I don't know. Perhaps a child? It looks particularly badly wrapped.
A child, you say? So he's like, Endo's just like closing his eyes. He's looking around the room. He's like, Well, can I open it?
Well, yes, that's why I gave it to you. And like Taskar's like, ugh.
Ooh, okay, goody. So he claps his hands and he starts to open it.
Okay. So as you open it, there is once you pull the initial brown paper off it, and then you see that there's a box, like a smallish, quite thin box inside the brown paper.
Ooh. Like, he gently rattles it a little bit.
You can hear something shaking about inside, so as you shake it from side to side, it's hitting each side of the box.
Ooh. Should I open it, everybody?
If you don't, I will.
Same.
Tide's like, what is it? What is it?
I'm like grasping.
Straight away, he acts like a child, and he's just got it in the palm of his hand, and he pulls it to his chest. He's like, "No, it's for Endo. It's Endo's. I will show you, but it's mine." So he opens up the box, and he has a look inside.
Okay, inside is a small spoon with a label attached to it that has very, very scruffy handwriting on it that Endo wouldn't be able to read because he can't read.
This is Endo's spoon. This is my spoon. There's a piece of paper with a note. Can somebody read it, please? So he just holds his hands out with the box and the spoon inside with the note attached.
I start to move closer.
I'll have a read for you.
Oh, go on.
Everybody wants to read. Okay, so Eddie kind of wanders over, like, yeah, okay. Like, picks it up. And in the worst handwriting you think you've ever seen in your entire life, it just says, "From Row."
Amazing.
It's from Ro.
The big orc lady. Oh,
Yes.
She gave me high five hands. Oh, I lost my spoon, and she went on a quest to recover Endo's spoon.
Who is this Ro?
Really amazing. She's this big orc lady. Don't you remember?
I do remember.
Tide wasn't there.
Very good fact.
Tide was not there.
That's why Ro was
Oh,
there. Tide wasn't there.
this makes sense.
He was sleeping off whatever he last smoked.
Yep.
That's right. You were still here, sleeping in the room, and Talisker said not to disturb you. We went on an adventure with this giant orc lady, and she was really nice to Endo, and she gave me high fives, and she thinks that I was good, and I left my spoon in a tavern, and nobody wanted me to go back to get it, and she's gone on a quest to get it for me.
Oh, that's Tide isn't really sure how to respond. That's nice.
It is as weird as it sounds, to be fair.
Endo just gets his spoon, and he's just like looking at his spoon in the palm of both hands. He's like, "I'm sorry I left you. Don't
I
worry.
was talking to spoons. Wherefore this
We will not be parted again." And then he gives it a little cuddle, and he puts it in his nappy, like in his mawashi, down the back, like the back right side, and he's just smiling.
I just turn around as I'm moving back to Oinkfat and demessage and whisper, "I'm so glad I'm back, Endo."
Oh, God.
Endo just turns and he pats his mawashi at the back where the spoon is. He's like, "I know, me too."
That's slightly alarming that obviously the spoon has spoken to him before.
All we know is that everything can talk.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway,
Oh, the world that Endo lives in. Oh my god.
Taliscar's just kind of observing this, just like, oh, what is this group of people that I have here? She's like, well, if you're done with the spoon and things, there is a task that we have been hired to do.
is this like Happy Jacks?
No. And she kind of like looks towards the pile of bedrolls that is at the side of her here. She's like, the good thing is this pays 1,000 gold pieces each.
Wow.
She's like staring as Oinkfat like makes his way over, just like keeps looking at Gideon, like looking back at Oinkfat as if to be like, do something. Do something. I'm afraid that the creature, and she like points towards Oinkfat, will not be able to accompany you this time.
Why?
Well, how to explain? You we'll need to travel to a different realm. And that is not going.
What's a realm?
He has a name, you know. He's not a that. Just like stroke Oinkfat. Oinkfat's like, you know that thing dogs do when they like go around in a little circle when they're like making a bed. That's what Oinkfat's doing on the bed.
Love it.
Like, as you give Talisker a bit of attitude, she kind of raises an eyebrow and then glares at the like pig again, and it's just like, whatever its name is, it's still not going with you.
Okay, Talisker, okay.
So, why do we need to travel to a different plane?
Well, according to the client, you'll be travelling into the Thought Palace. You need to require an artifact from there. I haven't asked many questions. That isn't my job.
Osa, would we know what the Thought Palace is?
No.
Okay.
So,
What is this Thought
you've
Palace?
agreed for us to do this job, and you've given us the bare minimum of information. Okay.
Same old Wednesday.
She kind of
So
like
what-
like she is just staring at Jeremiah like, really? You're gonna give me chewed? Like, she's like looking at Jeremiah and then Gideon.
I just
Like,
pick Oinkfat
you know,
up
like-
and then move back.
Yeah, she's like tapping, you know, like when people like tap their fingers on like the table, but like one at a time. Like, she's just kind of doing that, like, Well, as I said, you will be going to the Thought Palace. It's created in the mind of a powerful mage named Morthos. Our client.
Sorry, what was that? More?
Morthos. I appreciate your manners, Audrey. And like she like gives you a grin because you're like, sorry, what was that? Just like,
Wait, are we going inside a mage? How is that possible? Endo won't fit.
she kind of like,
It'll be like going into a dream, Endo. We'll be going into his dreams.
exactly.
Endo's
I'm
just like
glad there are
completely
some
perplexed by
brains here.
this.
Now, you'll only be provided a limited time where they can distract him. So, you will have 5 hours to retrieve the artifact. Get in, grab the artifact, and get out. You can have 1,000 gold each, obviously minus my cut, and any treasure that you find in there.
So we have 5 hours to get inside a mage and then grab something and leave.
Dodgy as hell. I have a way for you to get inside the mage. And then she's like thinking, and she's like, into the Thought Palace, I mean.
And Endo's just stood there like, honest to God, he's just got the weirdest look on his face, like, just, he's so oblivious to what the hell is going on.
Amazing.
And I'm guessing these bedrolls are our way in.
Ah, you are intelligent then.
Okay.
So, Talisker, is there likely to be any friendlies on the inside of this Thought Palace, or can we assume everything we meet will be hostile against us?
I believe the client has attempted to send other people, lesser equipped crews, after this artifact. Perhaps they are still in there, or perhaps they are dead.
Was that a compliment,
Do we
Talisker?
have any idea what this artifact is that we're looking for?
The client has informed me it's a clear gem around the size of an apple.
So we're going into a mage's mind and we're going to
shame.
take his clear apple.
Yes, exactly. Simple, right?
I'm assuming they don't want this gem broken in retrieving.
No, it is vitally important that the gem is undamaged.
Okay. No breaky.
No.
Sounds like a job for you and me then, Adrian.
And how do we get out?
The client didn't specify. I'm sure you'll find a way.
Great, wonderful, great.
Sounds
Endo has got sudden recollections of being trapped on the moon.
Tide.
Uh-huh.
If we're going in via magic, I guess we'll come out via magic.
It's all well and good, but what's the magic, my dude?
I mean, ask no questions, tell no lies.
Die inside the brain of a mage. Great, let's go.
Nobody said anything about magic.
I think it lets us... Go on, Dom.
The bedrolls are magic this time round.
Talisker kind of looks at the bedrolls and then looks at Jeremiah and is like, the bedrolls are bedrolls.
Talisker, just trust me on this, okay? It's easier to just tell Endo that the bedrolls cause the magic to happen, okay? We had the tavern with the when Ro was here, the talking mode. Anyway, different story. You have to find out later about it.
I see.
I'm guessing the bedrolls are, once we get to where we need to go, we'll be laying down to have a nap on them to get into the Thought Palace.
Yes, the client is going to come and send you there, but you will need to be sleeping to do so.
And can we trust this client? Because we're all going to be vulnerable in the real world.
Do not worry. I will watch over you. And she does like a grin.
I don't think... Can I do an insight check on Talisker?
Yes, you can do an insight check on her. Yeah.
I personally feel actually quite relieved by that.
I don't.
Wow. So you, as you're looking at her and she smiles, I mean, she's smiling kind of like there is a bit of like cheekiness behind it, but you get the impression that she isn't lying. She is going to stay there and watch over you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can do this, guys. I think, yeah. I mean, she almost gave us a compliment earlier, so, you know, maybe we're getting some ground.
And Tide, I think this mission could be right up your alley. I mean, there's going to be all kinds of weird mental stuff going on in there.
Yeah, I mean, good fun.
Yeah, link between if what we're seeing is a reality or if it's just a bit warped.
It's probably all real. If in doubt. I cover Endo's ears as I say this.
If in doubt, throw a dagger. Got it.
Got it.
Well, if you're agreed, each grab a bedroll and lay yourself down. Not the pig.
Okay. I just before I go to get a bedroll, I'm gonna like crouch down in front of Inkfat, and I'm gonna say, I believe in you. You'll watch over us as well and make sure we're safe. And then like lean in close and whisper very, very quietly, not that I don't trust Talisker, but I trust you more. And then I'm going to go and get
My God, the
bedroll.
You trust the pig more than Talisker. Wow. Okay, so Gideon has... It's a good job that Talisker's not really interested enough to listen. But yeah, at least it's not Clack whispering. So Gideon has got herself a bedroll. I assume everybody else is going to go and grab one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Can I minor illusion one for Oinkfat as well? Just a tiny one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't want him to feel left out.
Okay. So as you're all kind of like rolling out the bedrolls, starting to lay down and things, you are aware of the fact that the door to the guild has opened, and in comes a small, very well dressed gnomish woman who stands and waits for you to all lay down.
Quick question before we go to sleep. Will our real world weapons work in there? Or will there be a representation of them that works in there? Or how's fighting gonna work?
Taska kind of like looks towards the woman, and the woman like rolls her eyes as if she didn't want to have to talk to you, but then she's like, "Oh, everything you've got on you will go through with you. You can use it as per normal."
Excellent.
Are you ready? I'm busy.
Endo is not afraid. Endo is a weapon.
And you have your spoon.
I do.
As you're saying this, you see the woman like look towards Taskar, and she's like, "Are you sure that these lot are gonna be able to do it? 'Cause spoon."
Before she finishes the sentence, can I just flick a dagger at land just at her feet?
Yeah, sure. I assume you're not aiming to hit her.
No, just to land in front of her to sort of go, yeah, we're up for it.
She kind of like hops backwards as it lands, and then like raises an eyebrow. She's like, fine, lie down, come on, don't have all day, you know. And she picks it up and like holds it back out like towards you.
Thank you.
You're probably gonna need it. And as you all
that's reassuring.
Yeah, great.
As you all start to lay down, the woman begins like muttering under her breath and kind of like gesturing with her hands as you all fall into a very deep sleep. And I'm gonna move you to here. So you may need to scroll around a little bit, but you should.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep. There we are.
So as you kind of like feel yourself like waking up.
I think mine's still loading. It's quite mental. Underneath the loading, where it says roll 20 and then loading, it's like loads of things are flashing really fast.
Hit refresh.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Continue, Lynn. I can just
Okay.
wait for my stuff to load.
As you start to kind of like open your eyes and things, you all become aware of the fact that you are sat on very comfortable couches in quite a small room. You kind of like start glancing around, and you can see that obviously all your like the rest of the team are kind of just starting to stir and wake up as well.
What if you sort of pats around and... Sorry, go on.
This is certainly different. Okay.
Just sort of pats around and feels all of her daggers are still there, and just gives them a rub in her hands to see how real they feel.
Yeah, so as you kind of do that, all your daggers are still there, everything like is in the right place, everything feels, when you like go to grab the dagger, it feels solid, it doesn't feel like pretend or dreamlike in any way. And you feel fine, like when you don't feel as if you're like sleepy or anything like that now, you just feel as if you're in a normal place.
Can Endo just like what is the so the surroundings? Is it a wall? We've woke up on a bed or a couch. Is it a wall behind the couch?
Yeah.
Okay, can Endo just punch the wall?
Sure. Okay.
Do I need to roll anything or?
I mean,
An intelligence check.
yeah, I'm assuming that you're not gonna miss a wall. It's quite a large thing, so I'm not going to make.
Oh, all right. No. I'll explain. Actually, yeah, Endo's trying to figure out like what this is because he has no understanding of what everyone else understands what's happened, but Endo has no clue. So the last thing he remembers, he was in Talascar's office, and now all of a sudden he's in some strange place.
Okay, so roll damage for your hit.
Okay. Let's see if this comes through. Because I had to reload. Oh,
yeah. Take 9 damage as you just punch as hard as you can into a stone wall that's behind the couch.
Well, surely the wall should take 9 damage.
No, and his hand takes the damage as he just punched solid stone.
Okay, as he punched it, it's like, ow! Okay, that's real. Okay, this dream is very realistic.
Yeah, it's a minefield. Be careful.
Oh, God.
Never change, Endo. Never change, dude. Never change.
It's not a field, Tide. It's a room.
Yeah. Yes, it is, Endo.
I can't change, Jeremiah. I am Endo.
Can I be like feeling around the walls for like, I don't know, anything weird, like hidden doorways, anything like that?
What's here? Is this?
It is a door.
Is there like a door? Yeah.
Oh, right, well, ignore that. Oh, there's a door. Never mind, guys.
And Gideon's like, what about that one?
I'll also roll an intelligence check.
Yes, there is a door here, at the end here.
Well, after you get in.
After you, Endo.
I'll go first. Wait. I shall tentatively try the door.
Okay, yeah, the door is not locked. So as you start, it's just a push door. So as you start kind of pushing, it's like double doors. You push one side of it and you just start moving to open.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, go back one for me.
Alright. It's just being a bit jumpy.
Okey-dokey. Yep.
Yeah, it's a
Alright,
bit jumpy on mine too.
can we... Boop.
Oh.
Oh,
Why are you
no.
on? I don't know why you're already on there, but... Can
On
we
where?
roll initiative, please?
What do you mean? You wondered why we're already on
You
where?
were on the turn order.
Was I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You rolled initiative when you were doing test rolls earlier, that's why.
Oh.
Okay. Now
Cheers,
it
Dom.
makes a lot of sense. Oh, wow.
Off.
Once my screen loads in, I'll roll initiative.
I think I'll use my inspiration and roll that again. Oh, there we go, 15. For some reason it didn't pop up.
This is where you see me with the highest, the lowest roll. Just, you know. Just how D&D works.
So as you...
We love...
As Edric steps
sorry,
through the door and like kind of steps into the hallway, you become aware of the fact that as you step forward, it's like you're engulfed in some form of like jelly like thing that you couldn't see. It was clear as you walked in because nobody checked with any sort of perception or anything. You've walked straight into a gelatinous cube.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Pull me out!
Good thing I brought a spoon. I was going to eat you out. One spoonful at a time.
Amazing.
So we have Oh, dear me, I did not.
Love it.
go
Absolutely love it.
initiative order.
And then let me select my token and I'll roll if you want, and then
It's alright, I've got you. I'll just add you on.
okay.
Oh, I love the
That's a
Nameless
6.
Adventures.
Descending. Okie dokie. And Airdrie is actually up first, so you are. Oh, sorry, go. You are currently engulfed, so you need to first of all try and make a dex save if you were wanting to try and get away from that.
Yeah, that was what my move was going to be, to try to get myself out of said cube. Dex save.
Yeah, so you kind of like step out into the hallway and feel yourself like suddenly become engulfed by this thing, and then because you're so quick and agile, before it kind of properly pulls you into it, you just manage to throw yourself kind of backwards, so you end up like next to Endo, and pull yourself away from it.
Alrighty. Gelatinous cube. D&D 101. Never thought of how to actually beat one.
Well, no, I can't.
Pulling out my swordy thing. I'm on the wrong screen, sorry.
Sorry?
What was the magenta sun sword? Mm-hmm. I'm going to see if I can just slice a corner off of this cube.
Okay.
Try to like do a big slice across. Boom, here we go. Not the radiant, just the...
that's definitely a hit there, yeah. So you do manage to kind of slice a little bit of it off. It doesn't seem particularly phased by it. You have just cut like a tiny little bit of the corner off.
They've got a second attack, get an extra attack now, so I'll slice back the other way.
Okie dokie. Yep. Those are good rolls there.
Thanks. Would I get... And then still get my bonus action too?
Yeah, so you get 2 attacks per turn now, yeah, don't you? Because you haven't multi-classed or anything like that, have you?
Nope.
Nope, yep. So you get your 2 attacks plus your bonus.
Yeah. But I obviously... the drawing the other short sword would technically be another action, wouldn't it? So I'll just get out my dagger and see if I can slice a smaller piece off with the dagger.
Okay.
Wow.
Slice.
Yep.
The slithers of it sort of go...
So yeah, there's tiny little bits of like ooziness on the floor now where you've been like chopping little bits like off this gigantic cube that's in front of you. Is that everything?
Well, I want to move back so the others can get in, but would it get an opportunity attack?
It
does
would
a
indeed,
cube?
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, how does a cube attack? I'll then stay there and crouch down.
Okie dokie. Gideon.
Okay, so I'm going to put my hand out and Gideon's eyes go completely black, and as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on it.
Okie
dokie. So, it doesn't actually... and so when I cast it, I choose one ability, and it has disadvantage on ability checks. So I will choose strength checks, and then I am going to fully embracing my level up. I'm going to do Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
Yes.
And I get 2 because I'm level 5. So
Ooh.
First one is 23 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, so that is it's 8 damage from the blast, and then Hex does 1d6 extra damage every time you hit. So that's another one.
Yep.
And then the second Eldritch Blast. 16.
That's a hit. Yep.
That is 4, and the is the Hex damage every time? Let me just double check in case.
I think it's every time.
Yes, yes, whenever you hit it. So,
Nice.
6.
Okie dokie.
And then I'm just going to just scamper just there.
Okie dokie. Endo. So there is still a double door that is closed in front of you. Obviously, and then there's the gap where Airdrie went through.
Wait, there's a double door in front of Endo?
Oh, no, there isn't. I've moved it already. No, sorry, go on.
Ah, right. I was really confused then. Okay, first off, Endo, immediately knowing these foes, having faced them before, immediately engages his implacable stance.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you move 5 feet or less on your turn, you can anchor your heels into the ground. Until the beginning of your next turn, you cannot be moved against your will. Additionally, for the duration, you can spend key points whenever you take damage to reduce the damage taken by 1d8.
Yep.
Also, you are considered one size larger for the purposes of grappling and have advantage on strength checks.
Yeah.
Then, I am going to slap this jelly like it owes me money. Okay?
Okay.
So, Endo is going to just slap it twice and then bonus action slap it again.
Okay, dope.
It's not like he's not punching it because he's not doing any kind of impact. He is just like slapping intentionally, like you would with jelly or
I've
a bottom.
never slapped jelly, to be honest. I don't know. Is that a thing that people do? Slap jelly?
He's gonna spank this jelly. So here we go.
Okay. That is a hit.
Yeah, it is. This is a bad jelly. It's been naughty.
Okay, that's just weird. Yep, hit. Yeah. That's a hit. Okay. So, Endo's slapping the jelly. I didn't think I'd ever have to say that sentence, but there we go. And as he's doing that, it's kind of like, obviously it's like wobbling. All of it's wobbling. It's just falling off like everywhere because of the sheer impact of Endo like hitting these things. So it's looking a bit ropey now. It's like considerably smaller because bits have been chopped off and Eldritch blasted it off and now spanked off apparently. Is that everything, Endo?
Endo would just, with his 6 seconds, go, okay, use me as protection. I will protect you, everybody.
Okie dokie.
And then that's it.
I think Tide is just going to shout at the cube, yeah, you like being spanked by the sumo? And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Right, that needs putting in quote right there. Okay, wisdom. I don't think I'm very wise as a jelly. I am not. I absolutely lost that.
Yeah, I don't get my spiritual focus damage either. I'm not the right level yet, and it's not got the right components, so ignore that.
Yeah, I don't know how this would actually... So, you cast Vicious Mockery. You've definitely hurt the feelings of the jelly cube thing, as it kind of, like, shrinks down even smaller.
Amazing. And then can I use my bonus action to... I'm just going to pick my tarot deck up from my pocket and pull the top card and use my Bardic Inspiration to get a take from beyond.
Okay.
So I roll a 1d8, I think. Cool, that's me done.
Okie dokie. Right, so this poor cube that was just minding its own business and has now been spanked to death nearly, is going to kind of lash out towards Endo with some of its jelliness. Where is my... There. Stupid. Just 20 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you take 12
I'll need-
acid damage, please?
I'll need to roll 1d8 though to reduce the damage by that. So that's 9.
Yep.
Okay.
Can it only... I think it can only do that on one person. Yeah, so we will do. And that is its go. Jeremiah.
I am going to pull out a. Let's see, which dagger do I want to pull out, actually? I'll go for the +1 dagger I've got. And I'm going to throw it straight at the cube.
Okie dokie.
Guess that hits.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
For that, and then sneak attack. And I'll even mark it. Oh, no, I can't mark just failed just yet.
Hang on. Yeah, I'm not getting any of your actual damage rolls through at the moment. Oh, they've all just come through. Okay, so that is 8 piercing damage. You didn't even need the sneak attack, as the dagger kind of embeds into what was left of the jelly, and it just kind of like flops to the floor in like a little jelly puddle. There are no teeth that you can take, Airdrie. No teeth.
Ah, damn.
Was there anything else in the cube?
No, just a cube.
Adri,
Yeah, yes.
can you pass me my dagger, please?
Here you go. Ew. OC, best fight start we've all ever had.
Yeah, that was fab.
No one missed. Everyone hit.
It's
So,
hard to miss.
can we finish
when it
that in?
doesn't mean timing.
Let's see all in a few weeks.
Ever. Dream over.
2022, guys. There we go. It's awesome. We're winning finally.
Alright, stepping over and around Central Atlas Cube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move to peek around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll follow after Adri.
Yep, so as
Taking
you kind
care.
of look down, you can see some stairs going down, and then at the end of the corridor, it looks like some form of portal.
Yes. Love a portal.
Those who are still stood by the gelatinous cube would see here that these are doors. More doors. I'm going to get rid of the body of the cube.
Okay, Endo would move down here and just gently put his hands against the door and just push, just to see if, or if it's got a handle, he'd just check it gently.
Okay. There you go.
Is there another cube?
Well, can I roll? Well, yeah, can I roll for perception?
You can roll for perception, yes.
So I'm going to squint, Endo's going to squint his little eyes. And he's going to see if he perceives things.
I put my hand on Endo's shoulder as he squints and cast guidance. Oh, no guidance needed.
No guidance needed.
Endo's got excellent perception.
You do not see another cube of any kind. You can see what appears to be a very large room that has got some form of like over here, if you can see this part.
Rubble.
It looks like some form of plant growth. And then even past that, you can see what looks like a river.
A river?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, yeah. Oh wow. Would I be able to see there, Lynn?
Where?
Because I mean, I can see it on my screen.
If you can see it on your screen, then you can see it.
Or Endo would turn to everyone and go, guys, there's some strange planty thing, and then a river, and then on the other side of the river, there's some more doors. And it's a
Sounds
big
like a
room.
way forward.
Yeah, which way do we want to go?
I was going to say Airdrie has also found something.
I think wherever we go, we should stick together. So, and then he just looks like innocently at everybody else, sort of like waiting for someone else to decide where to go.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe we could just go at least into this room so we can see if there's like anything that here, like in the room before we decide. Maybe.
Yeah, I think portals, who knows what's going to be on the other side of that, at least in a solid room, even in a dreams room, we'll have a bit more, know what's coming our way. So should we explore around up here before we tackle said portal?
If you want, I'll go have a look in this room here and see what I can see. Sound good?
Yeah, don't stray too far though.
Me? Stray far? Honestly. And, yeah, I'll, have a look around.
Why did dynamic lighting just
Lynn?
go off? Yeah.
Lynn,
What?
I can see a different layer. All of a sudden, I can see enemies. I'm on a different layer. I'm on another part of the map.
What?
I'm not going to say anything about what I can see, but I don't know what's going on with my Roll20 at all. It's like I'm not on the
I have
player
no idea.
layer. I'm on something else. It's so weird.
You're on the nat 20 layer, my dude.
Yeah, I don't know, because you're on the player level, like layer for
Well,
me.
I've moved away from what I could see. Basically, the top half of the map above me, above that room. So hold on, I'll see if I can ping, so at least you know where I am. Oh, since I tried to ping, something weird happened.
I was going to say, you're in the same room for me. Yeah, that's not where you are on my screen. You're in.
No. You don't understand. Where I'm pinging, that's not me. It's done that cursor thing again, where my cursor prompt is no longer on Endo. So if I put the mouse to Endo, even if I could see him,
Okay.
the cursor prompt would not come up so that I could move him. It's moved my cursor prompt miles away. I'm about 20 squares north. I can see another room with other things, and this other room, and these places, and yeah. So I'm gonna have to try and refresh.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
going to say there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately, because I can't.
It keeps doing it, and I don't know why.
I don't know why, but tonight it's absolutely killing the RAM on my computer, and
yeah,
like really seems to be like using my graphics a lot as well. I don't know if like Roll20 is just having a weird night or something.
Yeah, it must be having it, because it's like, for me, it's just when I noticed that something had gone bizarre was because all of a sudden I couldn't see any of the barriers anymore, like in my dynamic lighting. So I was like, oh my god, everybody can see everything, but you can't because the barriers are still up. But it's acting very strange.
I have now got. This is what's really weird, Lynn. So I can see the room, but not only can I see the room, I can see beyond the dynamic lighting, but it's just grayed out. So I can see other locations. I can see where they all go.
Okay.
So
well,
within Endo's vision, it's lit up. Everywhere else, I can see the map. I can see rooms. I can see everything. But it's grayed out.
I don't know. There's obviously something going on with Roll20, but I can't, because it's not showing on mine. I can't fix it. So
no, I was just wanting to tell you what it was. So I'm just going to zoom in on Endo, so I can't see anything else. That way, it makes it more fair. So rather than it affect gameplay.
Okay. I mean, obviously, anything that you can see, you would treat as OC anyway. So
yep, absolutely.
Until I tell you can see it, then you wouldn't be able to see it.
So sorry about taking over there. Durhamire, you walked in and you were doing a check.
Yep. To see what I could see in a little 13. I think I needed guidance.
No, I mean you can see what Endo has told you that you can see and what you can see on the map. So you can see what appears to be almost like a carpet over here of like to you what looks like purple moss of some kind. There is a river that seems to be flowing like north, so it's flowing from south to north at the end of the room. And in the middle of the moss here, you can see what looks to be some sort of chest that's been covered by them. You can see an exit up here of the room and an exit down here from the room.
You guys, inside this mossy area, there's a chest right there. Now, either it's super simple and a straightforward job, or it's a trap.
Endo just looks at like Duramayo and is like, "It's always a trap, Duramayo."
Says the man who set off 2 mimics.
Yes, but I beat them to death, Duramayo. They did not kill Zendo. They did not take me.
Maybe I think Tide and I can maybe use magic to touch the chest without any of us being near it.
Yeah, I can mage paw if I can get within 30 feet.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can as well.
Yeah, I can now.
I can just hack my way through to it.
We
I
could,
love
but
it,
I don't
I
know.
love it. This is just like, oh, we could just do it this way.
AJ,
Stab.
with the with that moss around it, I'm not sure that's natural. So
Well, I mean, we're in a dream. Nothing's natural.
you know what I mean. It might be some sort of hallucinogenic or something, and that's what I wanted you to think of us as the bad guys.
No.
I'm gonna do Mage Hand because it's Gideon. Obviously, it's a skeleton hand.
Obviously.
And then-
Obviously. Can I also lend a mage paw in case it's quite heavy to open?
You can. That's so cute. Working together as a team.
Like before it starts moving towards the chest, the skeleton hand like goes up for a high five.
Oh, absolutely. High five return.
Amazing. Okay, yep. So skeletal hand and mage paw kind of move towards the chest and start to. I assume you're trying to open it rather than you're not trying to pick it up or anything like that, are you? Or are you?
No, I'm just gonna with the skeleton hand. I'm just gonna just poke it gently before I try and open it.
Okay, yeah. So you poke it and nothing happens. Your skeletal hand has just poked a chest.
Okay, shall we? I say to Tide.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm gonna try and open it.
Yeah, I'm going to get the other side.
Okay, yeah. So you open the chest, and as you kind of obviously you're quite far away, but you can see that it looks as if it's got something in it. It has what looks like the top of a glass bottle that you can see at the top, and something shiny, or quite a few shiny things.
Can I just Endo, upon noticing this, can I just gently restrain Tide by putting my hand on his shoulder?
I'm itching. I'm absolutely itching.
Well, I mean,
And I
if there's-
just turn to him and like Endo just be like, just calms down, Tide. We will get the shiny to you. Hold on.
Gideon's like, Mage Paw gets the shiny, I'll get the bottle, and then.
Okie dokie. So the skeletal hand picks up, and I assume you're going to have it bring whatever it is straight back to you. It is a potion of healing, just a standard potion of healing. Mage Paw, you'd struggle a little bit. You pick up one of the shiny things, and it is a bar of gold. But there are more in the chest.
The skeleton hand goes back to help with the others.
I'm just going to put out here There's 50 bars of gold in that chest. This would take a long time.
This is a 5-hour game.
So this is part 1 then, Lynn, right? Okay.
Part 1 of 10.
And in detail, we want to roleplay getting each and every one out of the chest.
All right.
The excitement of Tide as this pile next to him is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Can I roll? Well, what can I roll? Let me think. Could I roll some for? I don't know what to roll, so I'm just going to ask what I want. I want to see about knowing what the purple funginess is.
Oh, okay.
Can I just say, while Endo's doing that my mage hand has taken the bag of holding and has floated over to the chest so that Tide can just scoop the rest of the gold into it.
That is very good. Very good.
Like it.
Clever.
Yes. And while that's happening, I'm just going to pull out one of my arrows and just sort of throw it into the moss.
Okay, well, Endo, if you want to roll some sort of nature check, Endo, you throw one of your arrows into the moss, and now there's an arrow laying in some moss.
So moss doesn't react at all?
It does not react at all.
Spores don't puff out?
No spores puff out.
I like what you're doing there.
Endo, are you... So where you're stood now, I assume that you've got control of your character again, because you moved him there, didn't you?
Yes.
Can you roll me a wisdom save 3, please?
Okay, wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Okay, so as you kind of step closer to the moss, because you're like kneeling down looking at it or whatever, or like bending over it looking at it, suddenly you're staring at the moss and then you're like, wait, where am I? Why am I looking at moss? As you've lost all memories from the last 24 hours.
Okay, I just turn around and look at everybody and be like, okay, Durhamire! Durhamire! Yeah. He just, Endo just runs over to Durhamire. He's just like, where am I? What's going on? Where is this place?
We are inside the mind of a mage.
How did Endo get here?
Magic.
No. The last thing Endo remembers is Endo was at the order of the monks and the sumo, and now I'm here. What is happening?
You returned to the headquarters for the guild.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I don't remember.
You told us all about your promotion.
That's tomorrow. The celebration was tomorrow. What is happening?
If you look down, Endo, you see the orange garment you're wearing.
My Mawashi's orange. Why is my Mawashi orange? Audrey! Gideon! Tide! I don't know how I got here.
We all came here by magic.
The last thing I remember was I was at the monk's monastery, and then I was looking at some purple fungus.
It's okay, and I try and calm Endo down and then say to Gideon, do you have calm emotions?
That's not really my wheelhouse.
Oh yeah, true, yeah.
Endo's just stood there with his hands like twiddled in the air in front of his chest, and he's just like twiddling his fingers together. He's like rocking backwards and forwards, just nervously looking everywhere. He's just
Endo, it's fine. You've got your spoon for protection.
My spoon? No, I lost my spoon.
You've got your spoon. Feed inside your Mawashi.
No. Yeah, what? So he starts tapping his what spoon? How did?
Yeah, Ro returned the spoon to you. Do you recall Ro, the orc woman?
The orc lady, she was nice. She gave me high fives. Yeah, I remember Ro.
Well, in that mission, you left one of your spoons behind.
I know, this is my spoon. How did...
She sent it back to you.
Endo's so confused.
She sent it to you.
Endo,
Okay.
do you think we would let anything hurt you?
No.
Fair hesitation, I guess.
Given the fact that you set him on fire with a fireball, if somebody else had have asked, he may have not hesitated so much.
Well, do you think you're with all of us? We came here together. I know you don't remember, and that must be quite upsetting. But you're with us, so you're okay. And I'm sure the memories will come back. It's only been it's not been long.
Okay, I'll trust you. Okay, so he puts his little spoon back in his mawashi. He's like, at least I caught my spoon. I don't know how.
Do you
but I
want
got my
a
spoon.
dagger, Endo?
What? Why? Why would I want a dagger?
To keep your hands busy.
No, I don't hold weapons, Duramaya. You know that. Are you Duramaya?
Oh God, no! Oh no!
Would
Do you,
we
Endo?
have-
Do you want this
Sorry,
potion of healing? Like trying to distract him.
Ooh. Okay.
Go on, Adrian. What were you gonna say?
Sorry.
I was going to say, would we have seen Endo when he was crouching down to look at the moss, or would we have been watching, like, would we have noticed him getting close to work out that that's what's probably made this happen?
Probably you, because you were stood quite close to him as he was like doing it. So obviously you were throwing the arrow at the same kind of time. So you would have been very aware of the fact that Endo was quite close to the moss and was obviously having a look at it.
And I did mention specifically the last thing he remembered was being at the monastery and then looking at purple
Can I
fungus.
finish what I was saying?
Sorry, Lynn.
Tide and Gideon would not have, because they were way too focused on what the skeletal hand and mage paw were up to while they were shoveling the gold bars in. Possibly Duramai would have noticed as well, because obviously he's quite perceptive, so he would have been like looking around.
Okay. Alright, guys, this moss is clearly wiping memories, so don't get too close.
And now you can see why I said not to go, swinging swords through it.
Well, look. You may be right in this instance.
I don't think Adrian's ever said that before.
Quote.
But I love it.
Means
in
I must
this
still be
instance.
using my faculties must still be there. But I was just wondering if there's a way we can collect it and weaponize it.
Ooh.
Does anyone have any jars?
I
We
mean,
have a bag of holding.
it's full of gold.
I'm not putting that near my gold. Our gold.
Do I have any jars?
I love the backtrack there, Gideon.
Hold on. Endo's got a jar. If I drink the potion of healing, which I need to heal anyway, then it'll be empty. What is it? Is it 1d6? Is it?
2d4 plus 4, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
2d4 plus 4. Okay. When it decides to roll. Oh, there we are. So 10.
Yep.
Oh, lovely. There you go, Audrey.
Thank you. Guys, how far can your skeletal hand and paw reach?
30 feet. Once they're done with the gold, of course.
Yeah.
Priorities.
I know, I'm just forward thinking, because I'm assuming one more further step forward is the same problem for Endo. Oh, damn it.
Why are you going right for the stuff at the back? There's stuff near the front here that's relatively close.
Yeah, because then I want to rinse the bottle in the water so that the outside of the bottle's okay to touch. With the spores on the inside, you can throw it like a bomb.
Always thinking.
Always thinking.
How about...
What is that purple stuff? Why don't we just go over and touch it?
Don't worry about that, Endo. It tastes yucky.
Oh,
Tastes
okay.
yucky, smells yucky, just...
Okay.
Is yucky, just bad yucky.
So he just steps back to outside.
If we move to here, would
And-
that trigger?
Where are you moving to? Sorry? This
Here.
square here?
Yeah.
Yes, that would trigger this one here, this little one.
Right. Damn, the water's just too far away. Okay.
I mean,
Don't have
there's
anything.
Don't worry then.
we have rope, 50 feet of rope.
Yeah, but then that'll still be the same problem. We have to drag it back through.
Lynn, could I climb the walls down here?
Down where, sorry?
Oh, it's not letting me click. Down here to, like, avoid the fungus and get to the pool.
Let me check how tall. So you would have to basically be climbing up near the ceiling. And if you you'd have to join back here and climb up above. Well, you couldn't. You'd have to jump across, I guess. Because if you go here to start climbing, this one here is going to get you.
And can I stand there, Lynn, without it affecting me, and
Yes.
Tide climb on me,
Yeah.
and then start climbing up the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Can I has flask?
Yep, but we still need to mage hand some spores into said flask first.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I do that. I may. Oh, the gold. That's fine. I take a brief respite to mage hand the.
Okay, so what are you doing now? Because if you're putting some spores in with your mage hand, you're picking up some of the moss and putting it into the glass.
Into the flask. Everyone's angry daggers, so we're going to get some of that, put it in the flask. I'm going to try and climb, like, the wall all the way east, and then wash the outside of the flask so that there's no fungus on the flask.
So what you're going to have to do is, because obviously you don't want to be holding the flask while the mage hand is coming closer to you to put the... No one wants to be holding the flask, do they? Because otherwise it's going to come within that distance of them. So you're going to need, again, you and Gideon are going to have to kind of... one of the mage hands or the skeletal hand will have to hold the thing. Mage paw will be putting the thing in, and then you're going to have to pass off once you get to the other side, obviously, because then your mage paw can reach the water.
Great. This sounds far too complex and my tiny brain, but let's do it.
All just because I wanted a spore bomb.
Can
effort.
Gideon and Tide swim?
Oh no. I hate water.
All right, that answers that question.
Well, why would he need
Then
to swim?
Gideon's... I was just going to maybe suggest something else.
Oh,
That's
right,
all. Never
okay,
mind.
yeah. I was going to say, for the, like, to rinse it out or whatever, he doesn't need to, because he can be casting while he's clinging on to the wall. So he can be
I
on
was
the
just
wall.
thinking that if Endo chucked one of them with their mage
Lord.
hand following them
I just
into
have
the
to
water,
try to get back somehow.
they
Yeah.
could climb back up.
I mean,
but
I feel
Tide
it's
doesn't
safer for
like
Tide
water.
just to climb over, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm overly simplifying it, I think.
I feel like he'd do a lot of hissing if you
Yeah.
if you grabbed him and yeeted him into some water. It'd be
Yeah, there'll be none of that yeeting.
Okie dokie. So this very intricate plan, if Gideon is going to move her skeletal hand away from the coals.
Well, I mean, you know, as soon as we've finished, then this is next on the agenda.
Okie dokie. Okay.
Absolutely done. Right, I'm going to do it. I'm going.
Okay. So Ty starts scurrying across the wall to be able to get within range of the water for his mage paw. There's this very intricate, like, skeletal hand holding, like, vial while mage paw is trying to shove this moss down inside it. Then mage paw floats off and, like, rinses it off. And then I guess passes it back to the skeletal
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
That brings it back to Gideon.
Endo's just watching in awe of all this weirdness that's going on, and he's like, okay.
Spider cat. Spider cat. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I like stand just on Endo's like face and then shoulder as I like come back down.
So there's two
Hi.
doors that I can see. Do you want to open the south or the north door?
Do we have all the shiny? Wait. I don't think... Hold on a minute. You said that we are in a dream. So, if we are in a dream inside a magician's head, then all this is irrelevant. How will we be taking gold back with us if we're in a dream, Doramaya?
All our weapons...
Is
and
this even
that
real gold?
All our weapons and all our gear still works the exact same as if we were in Taliscar's office normally.
Yeah, but that's our things. This
Talisker
gold
said
is inside.
Talisker said we could take whatever treasure we found here, and this looks like treasure to me, so I'm going to assume that means we can take it back with us.
Endo did not know that. Okay.
Okay, so Tide has passed Erdred the, like, moss
bomb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
Which way, guys? Should we go north?
Yeah? Do you want me to look through the door first? Make sure there's no sort of cuboid shape behind it?
Sure. Because I'm just going to not let myself get irritated and wanting to know what's behind this door on the other side of the water.
And I shall nudge open the door.
Okay. Door has been nudged open.
Can I see anything behind said door?
Roll perception for me.
Because I don't want to set off any traps. At least that's a double figure. But maybe not good enough.
You cannot see anything. Like, you kind of, like, really, like, paying attention, because obviously the thing outside the door before was pretty much transparent. You couldn't see it until you were right up on it. What you can see is two further doors here. Two doors here and a corridor that goes off in this direction. And you can hear very faintly some noises coming up from the corridor. It sounds like things being hit.
I'll just whisper to the guys near me and go, right, there's a set of doors just beyond this one, set of doors to the right, a corridor to the left, and noises from that side. Down the corridor. Almost like a training room of some sort. So, left, straight ahead, or right?
Could we maybe try and see if we can sneak a little bit further down here and see if we can actually get a view of where this leads? Or do we just want to pick a door?
I said to the noises.
To the noises, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, I can go quietly ahead if you want. And I shall try and quietly walk down the corridor to the left.
Okay, we'll sneak. Stealth, yep. Yep, off you go.
That is not my best roll at all.
Not for a +9, is it, really?
Nice
+9 to stealth and get 13, that is rough.
I blame Hugh. He said we were doing really well earlier.
I like how he's clarifying. In attack.
So it was the best fight start we'd ever had.
Yeah.
So, anything happening as I'm walking down this corridor?
Just that the noises are obviously getting a little bit louder and louder as you kind of are heading up the corridor.
And I'll stop there.
Yep, so you can hear what sounds like multiple people. Like, it's not just one thing now, because you can hear, like, things being hit. Like, talking, but it's like... It's not like a full-on conversation. It's just like, oh, that's better. Like, no. Haha, got you then. Like, it sounds as if there's people either, like, sparring in there or something like that.
Okay, and I'll head back and then just tell Adri in a hushed voice that sounds like sparring up there. There's so lots of people, not sure how many, but a lot more than one.
Well, were they talking, Jeremiah? Like, could you understand them?
Yeah, stuff like got you that time, you didn't catch that one, stuff like that. So
are they
definitely
playing
some
a
sort of
game?
sparring. More possibly, but more along the lines I'm thinking of like one-on-one sparring duels, maybe, and
Endo likes games. What if it's a game, Jeremiah? What if they're friendly?
they
Well-
could be friendly, but we're not here to be Well, we are here to be friendly, but
At the very least, even if we end up fighting, we might get some information, or we could maybe talk to them.
There could also be the other people that have come in on this mission that didn't make it out.
Yeah,
There's
true.
other people?
Apparently, yeah.
Oh,
Poor Endo.
are we here to rescue them?
Well, maybe.
apparently they weren't as well trained or equipped as we are.
Endo just like stands a little bit taller. He's like, that is understandable.
Yeah. And that looks... that orange looks amazing on you, by the way.
Thank you, Tide. I don't know where it came from, but I must have done well for it.
You did, dude. We're gonna go?
Yeah, I think we should see if we can go and talk to them.
Or at least interact with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds like Adrian's way of going, interact, kill. What I mean by that is kill.
Well, they might not be friendly, so they might not want to.
It's a neutral thing, isn't it? Interact, saying hello or stabbing in the face. Both are interactions.
While holding a dagger behind my back ready.
I can see someone. There's someone here. Something here.
It certainly doesn't look friendly.
Adri, you want to go ahead?
Sure.
Go to the danger. Go.
Can I hold Eldritch Blast just in case they look like they're going to attack us?
From there, yeah. Yeah, if you want to. If you're not going to, like, keep moving or anything.
Alright, so there's a whole lot of these motherfuckers.
So, I assume you're not all sneaking up there, obviously. Not you.
No.
We're
So
like,
like, oh, let's see if we can go and interact with them as you're like walking down the thing. As you kind of turn the corner, you can see that it does seem to be some sort of training room. The floor is covered with what looks like some sort of spongy material that's just softened the floor, like the falls as they're like flinging each other around. These two kind of at the back here are like actively like wrestling. One keeps like throwing one over their like shoulder and things, slamming them onto the floor. Some of them are practicing with like daggers and arrows and things like that. As soon as you guys come like do round the corner, they all turn and they're like, intruders! And you're in initiative.
Endo quickly just goes,
Yes!
I guess that answers that question.
It does.
Do I get to do my?
Yeah, let me just
I'll roll
sort
initiative
this
and
out.
then.
Yeah, and then we'll do your held action.
Where am I? Yeah.
Ugh.
Is
Right,
that
wait.
everybody that
Shocking,
is,
man.
isn't it? Yes. Descending. Okay, you can, as soon as they yell intruders, I'm assuming you're going to fire off your spell.
Yes, I am. I can only see this one, so I will send both blasts at him.
Okey-doke.
That poor fella's not going to know what hit him. I'm assuming he can just see the four of us. That corridor, there's just going to be these bolts of God knows what coming in.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Okay, so first one is 4 damage, and then 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh!
Yes.
7 damage.
Okie dokie. So then that is in order, isn't it? Yeah. Up first is Tide.
So, I think I'm going to narrow my eyes at this guy. Oh, you can't. It's not let me click again. This guy back here.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
And like all that he can see is that like loads of spirits are surrounding him, and they're like telling him, "None of this is real. Like you're going to die. This is all a lie." And I cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okie dokie.
Ignore the focus.
Yeah, I rolled a 3, so
Yes.
yeah, nice. 13 damage. Okay. Yep. So it's kind of like looking around at these like spiritual things that I'm assuming nobody else can see, and starts like trying to cover his ears and like almost like yelling to himself. He's like, "No, no."
Amazing. And then I just shout at Endo and just say, "Endo, use the spoon," and give him a bardic inspiration. And I'm done.
Amazing. Use the spoon. And back to Gideon.
Okay, so I'm going to move up a little bit because I can't see. 5, 10. Oh my god, roll 20, behave yourself. 15. Yeah, I'm going to stay there. And then I am... actually, no, I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go to there, and I'm just going to do Eldritch Blast again. I've got a new firebolt, everybody. It's Eldritch Blast from now on. I'm going to do
or...
first one.
Yep.
At that one, the one closest.
That is a hit. Okay.
And then same thing again at him again.
Oh, what is your max damage?
10.
Okay. And then roll damage. Okie dokie.
And then don't. Yeah, why not? And then I should have done this first, but as a bonus, I think it's a bonus action. Let me just double check. I haven't done it yet. Yes, so as a bonus action, I am going to go into my form of dread. So you see, you know, like in a horror film where kind of the lights flicker and there's no one there, and then the light comes on and there is somebody there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that kind of effect, but with like Gideon's face, and then like Gideon's kind of wear like in a hood where her face and stuff is, kind of disappears for a second and then reappears, and there's just like kind of skeleton and bones like superimposed over her face, and she looks all scary and creepy.
Yes.
Is that everything?
Creepy
individual.
Yeah, I just need to roll my temporary hit points, but I can do that
Yep.
while it's somebody else's go.
Okie dokie. Jeremiah.
I will have I have my longbow in hand, and I'm going to just I'm going to get just gonna shoot the guy who's here
Yep.
with an arrow, and because I am now an assassin, I get advantage.
Okie dokie.
So. Yeah, 22 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Pitiful damage, but my sneak attack can make up for that. With another 6. There we go.
Yep, you finished him off.
And then I'll just take a step back and gesture to everyone else to move past.
Okie dokie. Endo.
Well, Endo's not looked behind him, so that's probably a good thing at the moment. Because if he saw Gideon, he'd probably freak out. I think he's going through enough at the moment.
Yeah, to be fair, Gideon, I was thinking, I was like, oh god, she's gonna have a snout. She's gonna have a snout. I would have
Like the
just
pig from
died.
Saw.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. But yeah, you didn't go for that, so that's fine.
Which ones? Oh, sorry, my cursor thing's not where it's supposed to be. No, hold on. Right, this guy. Well, no. Instead of me asking, which ones have got weapons?
They all have weapons.
Because you said some were wrestling.
Yeah, so these were wrestling. Then up at the top, that are stood
Right.
together. They're not wrestling anymore. Obviously, as soon as combat
Oh,
started,
they'll have drawn swords and
they've kind of turned obviously towards the intruders, so they've stopped wrestling now.
How can I do that? Okay, Endo's just going to run up to this guy and just start attacking him. With his 6 seconds of communication, he's just going to be like, "We could have been friends. Why do you have to be angry and hostile?"
There's a hit. Okay. Yep. Wow. Is that it? Or
No, a bonus action as well.
okay. Yep. Yeah, so you're like, we could have been friends, why do you have to be angry and hostile? And then proceed to beat him to death.
That's Endo for you.
Endo's just stood over the corpse. He's like, oh. With the remainder of his movement, he's going to just step to here. So if anything else comes flying out of said corridor, at least Endo's out of the way. That's it.
Edry.
Yes. I had a plan, but now it seems to have changed. Arrange that. Yep, okay, so I'm on that guy. I am going to cast Ray of Frost.
On this guy up here, yeah? Yep. Okay, yep.
Did that hit?
It did.
Sweet. So that will slow him down by 10 feet of movement until my next turn.
Okie doke.
And then... what was my distance? Yep, and then second action, a second attack dagger for this guy, and then bonus action dagger for that guy. So 2.
For which guy? Sorry, I couldn't see the...
This one.
Oh, yep. Okie doke. That is a miss.
Well,
That is a hit. Is that on this one? Yeah.
no, they were both on that same
They're
first
both on
guy.
the same one. Yep. Okie
Yeah,
doke.
yeah.
Okie dokie. Is that everything?
Yes. Oh, I'll move to the side one.
Oh, right.
Just to
Yeah.
let people get in. Yeah,
Okay.
just to let people get in more.
Let me just... Endo, can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Dex saving throw coming in now.
Okay.
Just was something thrown at me? I just need a yes or no, because if something was thrown, then I might use my reaction. But if not,
A spell
never
that's
mind.
being cast on you.
Oh, never mind then. Never mind.
And 1 second. Cast at what level? I'm going to cast it at... Okay, so how far away? Right, so this one is going to run up to here and reach out and touch Endo. A 23 hits, yes?
He's gonna what to Endo?
He's just
Yeah, it
touched
does,
him.
yeah.
He's reached out and touched you.
But what?
Okay.
Endo's not having a good time today.
Is that right? Oh.
I don't like that noise. Endo don't like that noise either.
Can you take... What is that?
No.
41 points of necrotic damage, please.
What?
No.
I got a
I
crit.
refuse.
I got a crit.
Oh wow! I should have done what I wanted to do. I should have put myself in implacable stance, but no, that wouldn't have made any difference, would it?
Which one got a crit?
This one.
The one that's attacking Endo.
Oh, the one that I can't see. Okay.
So that's not that down to that. Oh wow.
Okay, and then my next guy is going to... Let me just have a move at this.
That was just one guy.
That was just
Wow.
one
Yeah.
guy, yeah.
And all he did was put a
is
finger on me.
going to-
I'm glad I slowed one of them down then.
Yeah. He attempted to fire something at Endo, but missed with his spell. So, the next one, Endo, as you're kind of stood there, a dagger appears next to you, as this one over here has cast Spiritual Weapon. It's a melee attack, which we all know and love.
Yes, we do.
So,
I don't know what you mean there, then.
I cast it at that. Oh no, because it's... But it's okay, because they miss you. And that is them. Tied.
Right. Let's have a look. I'm going to come up to... here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. Oh god, what am I going to do? Right, okay. I'm going to reach my tarot deck again, and as if I'd not seen the card and peeked at it earlier, I'm going to pull out the moon, which is my D8, and just shout, "The moon!" and look at Endo really, like, theatrically. And what happens with this one? I'm going to put it in the in the chat.
I'd just like to say that Endo is incredibly messed up today with everything that's going on to him.
It's all good. It's all good. You got this. I'm going to use my time to shout, "Endo, you're invisible."
What?
Yeah, so he's put it into the Roll20.
I've put it into the chat. It's one of my new bardic things from the 8 that I rolled earlier. And then I am going to... Oh, I can't see him anymore to cast Healing Word. That's not ideal. That's fine. I'm going to use my... What's that thing I've got that lets me move? My Feline Agility to give me double my speed, and I'm going to come running straight back.
Fair enough.
And that's me done.
Okay. Gideon.
I'm gonna move because I can't. Oh, I see. Okay, I see them now.
Yeah.
As she moves next to me, can I tell her to point to go to the ones over there, not the one that she can see?
I can see one here, and one here.
Yeah, go for this one. This guy can't travel up close to us because I froze him. I'm assuming they can't travel that far even frozen. We'll find out. Whereas the other ones came from here to Endo. So this one has still got a lot of movement.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'm going to do 2 Eldritch Blasts just towards the back of the room, and I'm going to do them at this guy.
Okay. Yep. That is a hit.
Oh. Okay, and let me just check my Form of Dread because it does something when I hit them.
Okay.
Okay, it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. The DC's 15.
Okay. 1 second. Yeah, they failed.
Okay, so it's now they're now frightened of me, so they can't come closer.
Oh, hang on then. If it's against being frightened, they have advantage on saving throws against being frightened. So 1
How
second.
dare they?
He still failed. It's fine.
That's scary.
Is that scary? Okay, so they're frightened of you, yes?
Yes, frightened of me.
Yep.
And then that was my first Eldritch Blast, and then I'm going to send the other one the same way. Oh, that might miss.
That has missed, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. Just hits the wall behind it as like a big black mark.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna step back against the wall so nobody can see me.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that.
I was gonna say,
it needs to see me to be frightened of me.
I was gonna let you do that. I was like, okay, yeah.
Okay, I realised.
You move. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah. So you've not moved.
Yeah, I have not moved. That is correct.
Oh, you hopped back and then went, oh crap, and hopped back again.
Yeah.
It was just testing, like, peekaboo, still scared.
Yeah, this thing goes like, phew, as you moved, and then when you pop back, it's like,
and that's it. I think I haven't really got any bonus actions that I want to do, so that's me.
Okie dokie, Jeremiah.
I'm gonna head up here, see where. I saw Ender come on the corner to try and start fighting, so have a look at the room, and then I'm gonna plug the nearest guy with an arrow.
Okie dokie.
And advantage, thankfully. 23. Guess that hits.
That definitely hits, yeah.
For 6, and just have advantage, sneak for another 7. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on him. So that will do another 2 damage as well on top.
Okie dokie.
And then I'm going to move to here to end my turn.
Okie dokie. Endo. Invisible Endo.
Invisible Endo. Yeah. This is going to be interesting. I would like to spend a key point and use
If you attack, you lose invisibility.
Oh, I know.
We don't know that they can't see through invisibility.
Well, hopefully it's not going to make much difference. I like that true there, Ross.
True.
I'd like to use 1 key point to use Step of the Wind.
Okay.
To disengage, or dash action as a bonus action on your turn. So I'd like to use my bonus action first, and my jump distance for this is doubled. So you're gonna love this, Lynn. You're gonna love this. The gentleman at the top of the screen who made spiritual weapon just next to me, I would like to jump and land directly in front of him, and then proceed to beat the living daylights out of him. How's that?
Okay.
Excellent. So you just see Endo slap both his thighs. He squats down.
They don't see anything. You're invisible.
Oh well, yeah. Okay. Theatre of the mind. When you feel this large thud, that was Endo landing. That's it. That's all you get. And then basically the creature in front of me basically smacked the hell out of him, and I know I get necrotic damage if it's a hit.
Yeah. So you've used your bonus action already, haven't you? You Step of the Wind.
Yes, my bonus action is done,
So
so
this
the
is
one
just
that
your
I've just done
normal
now is my first attack.
Hits, yeah.
And there's my damage, and then
Add a d8.
Add a D8.
add 1d8, which is there.
Okay.
And then my second attack. I'm not like slapping this guy. I'm trying to punch him. I'm trying to put
That's
my
a nat
fist
1.
through his head.
So that is a miss.
Oh no! Oh no!
You are no longer invisible as well now, I believe. Once you've made your attack, then you... Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it said that. Yeah.
So nat 1, can you roll a D100, please?
D100. Yay! Oh, Endo's not having a good day today.
51. Where the hell is that? Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Anything else?
With my 6 seconds of communication, I will just sigh. Just because obviously he's a bit winded. He's like a bit keeled over a little bit forward, but he's trying.
Okay. Oh, hang on. That should be like that now as well. Edry.
Edry is going to run up next to this guy and slash at him with the Magenta Sun sword. Just a normal slash, not with the extra thingy.
Yep, that is definitely a hit. He is
Didn't take
barely
him down,
standing
did
now.
ya?
No,
Okay.
he's still standing, but it is barely.
All right. Then pulling out one of her daggers, she's going to jam it into the side of his head.
Okay.
I hope. Nope.
That is a nat 1. Can you roll a d100 for me, please?
Oh no!
The first combat went so well. Yeah, that's fine. Anything else?
Well, yeah. So then, as my bonus, I'll bring that
yep.
same dagger hand back.
Yep.
And try to now
Slash across.
overswung over the head, trying to swing it back now up under his chin,
Okey-dokey.
jam it up through his skull.
Yeah. Yeah, that finishes him off as he's now impaled on your dagger, like slowly slumping down to the ground.
And we'll finish by moving to the back corner.
Okay. So we'll start with this guy up here. He is going to do this yeah, that's fine. Does a 16 hit, Endo?
It is 16.
Yeah, so yep, it does hit. So can you take 20 necrotic damage, please?
I can take 9, and I'll owe you 11, because I'm now down.
Okay. That is that guy. This guy over here, who he is going to move a little bit slowly and frozen. Still.
Well, I think actually, because I think it's only till the end of my next turn,
Oh,
so
yeah, it's
it
gone
might
now.
be.
Okay.
I'll just double check that, but I think he
Is
might
going
have full
to...
until the start of my next turn. Yeah, so he's back to full range of motion.
Jeremiah, can you do me a dex save, please? Yeah, that's fine. As he fires a flame at you, but you are quick enough to duck out of the way of it. And that is it for them. Tied.
Right. Right. Well, I'm going to wander up to here. Is that close enough? Yeah. I'm going to do a... I'm going to do a second level healing word on Endo. How do I cast this? Second level. Cast. That's 9 for Endo. And then I'm going to shout at the boy that just hit Endo and said, "What are you doing? That man slaps jellies, great!" And cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Wisdom. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, that definitely got him because he just rolled a 1.
And I forgot this last time, but he also gets disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yep.
Thank you, I'm done.
Okay. Gideon.
Okay, I'm gonna step forward and I'm gonna do the wander thing from MCU, like Scarlet Witch, and put both my hands out and a flame appears in both of them, and I'm gonna do twin spell, and I'm gonna do 2 firebolts, one at each of them.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'll do the one at the back near Endo first.
That is a hit.
Okay. Is 9 damage on that one.
Yep, so you've finished that one off. So
Okay.
he drops to the floor after it, that vicious insult before. Still racked from pain from that, distracted, he gets blasted by this flame. That is a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah. And then Yeah, that's it.
Okie dokie. Jeremiah.
I think you muted, Dom.
You muted, Dom.
So I am. I am going to. I have Hunter's Mark on him at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to bonus action move it to him.
Yep.
And then fire. I'm going to actually not fire actually at him. I'm going to run up and pull out one of my swords as I do so.
Mm-hmm.
And strike him across the face.
Okie dokie.
With advantage, because I forgot that I still have that. Which is a good thing to have it, because that would be a miss otherwise.
Yep.
And then mark him. That's Hunter's Mark as well for an extra D6.
Mm-hmm.
And then mark him as favoured foe. Which is that one. And as I do advantage on the attack, would I also get sneak attack as well or not?
You don't need it.
Fair enough then.
As he falls
Yeah.
to the ground after the slash across the face, and that is the end of combat.
And Endo just falls to the ground, and he's just like, well, he's not falling to the ground, but he's just fallen to a knee, and he's just put his hand on the floor. He's very winded.
Okie dokie. So you have just finished the battle. Endo is looking a little bit worse for wear over there. Anybody who kind of looks around the room would notice this at the end of the room, resting atop a velvet pillow, is a clear crystal roughly the size of an apple.
I will inspect it for any obvious other traps, because you don't know what's going on around here.
Endo moving away, just like
I've got a potion of greater healing that I just very surreptitiously give to Endo, just in
Oh,
case.
sweet Jesus.
Yeah, I was going to say, I also surreptitiously give my potion of greater healing to Endo as well.
Okay. Endo's gonna neck one of these at least real quick.
4d4
So that's 4d4
plus
plus
4.
Oh,
Yep.
thank you, Han. 4d4. There we go. Did that work?
So 12
much
plus
better.
4, yep, so 16.
16 plus 9, so that's 25.
Okie doke. Jeremiah, can you roll? What were you doing? You're checking the.
I'm looking around to see if there's any sort of traps
Okay, roll perception for me.
around it.
I'm just going to see. Sorry.
And while Jeremy's looking at that, can I investigate this pedestal-y, whatever it is, thingy?
Oh, sorry, I was sneezing. Yes, so that is just it's like just a round pedestal. There doesn't seem to be. It looks like the bottom of like what would have been a statue on there maybe at some point, but there isn't now. There's nothing particular. Jeremiah, you don't see any traps.
Okay, I will just reach out
Oh no!
and
Touch
lift
Before you
the apple-like crystal.
I'm just gonna go over here.
There's lovely teamwork. Everybody's just like scatter.
I just have a feeling because there's so many of these bad guys and there's these 4 empty columns, I think they were on them. So what if we put a body back on each? before we pick up the
That's
crystal.
not a bad shout, actually, Adri. Brains and dexterity, eh? Not bad.
So just as
I
he's
am
reaching
old.
out for it, you're like, what if? So he
A
pulls-
chance, kind
Hear me
sir.
out here. Yeah.
I have been around a few years. I've seen a bit of this in my time. Yeah, so who wants to help me throw a few of these bodies on top of these column thingies?
Okay.
I'll try and shove this one onto here.
Strength.
Endo will
Strength.
grab this one and just like toss it onto there. But as he's doing it, he'll just be like, "I'm really sorry. We could have been friends, but you were mean."
Do you want a strength
Oh.
check?
Just strength check, just a normal strength check. Endo, you don't need to do one because you could lift him easily anyway. So he's...
Well, we're struggling with this body over here.
Yeah, so you're both trying to... You're like, oh yeah, well, that's a really good plan. And then you're like, I mean...
Endo just picks one up with one hand and just tosses it on.
It's called being an elf, okay? We like to dodge things, not pick things up.
I'm gonna send my mage hand over to look like it's helping, but it can't actually
Yeah, I
move
was
more
gonna
than
say,
10 pounds.
yeah.
So
Yeah, so that also is trying to push as well now. So you've got Adri Durama and a mage hand against this one thing that's just barely moving on the ground.
Can I pretend to be moving this one, but really just be fleecing it and working out if it's got anything I can steal?
You can, yes. As you're kind of oh, I'm going to move this one. The only thing it has on it is 2 daggers.
Oh yeah, they're not for me. I'll leave them.
The disappointment.
can I check this one's pockets while everyone's distracted?
Yes, you can. All of them have 2 daggers on them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not interested in daggers, but I am gonna say, Audrey, if you need to add to your dagger collection, you could maybe take some.
I do need to pick my dagger back up.
The one next to Endo will just move to the top left, if that's okay, Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
Redouble efforts and try again to shove this.
Okay. Go again.
Fortify myself.
Oh my god! Upon noticing that, Endo's moved 2 now, and they're
Oh,
still
you're dragging it a little
struggling,
bit. You've moved it a little bit.
he'll come over and just lift it up and just plop it on the thing. There you go.
We elves are not as strong as you sumos, so thank you, Endo.
You're welcome, Jeremiah. Nobody is as strong as a sumo.
Did anything obvious happen when we were all put up on those statues?
Look around the room.
I'm just leaning against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not even going to try. He's a real cat. He's just why would I exert myself?
Tide has been pretending to pull that one.
Tide,
Didn't even
for God's
actually
sake.
make an effort at all. Just checked its pockets and then went, eh.
It's tied, for God's sake.
I just can't do it, guys. You might need to give me a hand.
My mage hand comes floating over.
Oh, God.
I high-five the mage hand.
Excellent.
Again, thing does not move.
Fine, I'll try.
Strength.
Very exasperated.
Endo's just stood there looking at this skeletal hand try to touch a dead body. He's like, yeah, nope.
Would Endo have noticed that I
No.
do not have a
No.
face anymore?
Did not have
No.
what? Oh,
Don't have a
it's not
face
looking.
anymore.
Endo's got used to the fact that mage hand belongs to you. He don't need to look at you at the moment. So
Okay, Tide is after being oh, he's right, okay, I'm gonna try. Picks up a leg, starts trying to pull. This body is just not moving anywhere. He's little back paws are pedaling as he's trying to pull it. It's just not moving. It's just not moving.
Hello.
okay, Tide. Endo just stands behind it, and he's just staring at the mystical hand thing that's there, and he's like, okay, how do I And he just grabs it by a leg and just tosses it.
Okay.
And then he scurries away from the hand.
Okay.
And when the
sorry.
last body landed up there, did anything? No, did I notice anything? Any noises or anything
perception for me.
happening? Perception is all right. No, it's not.
No, you didn't notice anything.
Because I saw him doing that, can I roll perception too?
I don't think you
Maybe.
would have seen him doing that because as Airdrie, well, she was doing that, you'd only just thrown that thing and then you were running away from the skeletal hand, so you wouldn't have been paying attention to what Airdrie was doing.
Yep, totally understandable.
And now Jeremiah is going to reach out for the apple-sized gem.
Okay. Yep. You now have an apple-sized gem in your hand.
Okay, I'll put it in my bag as I think we got what we wanted, guys. Because apple-sized gem.
Is that what we
This
were
looks
here
like
for?
It seems far too easy.
Maybe Talisker actually sent us on an easy job this time.
If that was true, how are we supposed to get back if we're in a dream?
There was a portal down the set of stairs from that first room we left. Because Adrian and I saw it. So
that is true.
I'm guessing that portal is why we left it there, because that would make sense to be the escape route in some respects.
Okay, I'd just like to delete my last entry. Endo would be like, "What portal? What are you talking about?"
Well, before you went and when we all arrived here, Adrian and I looked down a staircase, and there was a portal right at the end.
Oh, I see.
There's a potential escape way for us to leave this place.
I don't know how I feel about portals, but okay, I will trust you.
Who else wants to explore these two rooms at the end of the hall before we make our way back through?
Yeah, I definitely think we should at least have a glance in there and see if there's anything.
Yeah, we've only got 50 gold bars. I mean...
how long have we been in here?
Glance, Gideon.
How long have we been in here?
Eldritch Blasting all the time now?
You've probably been in there maybe just over an hour, maybe an hour and a half, maybe.
So we've got 4 hours left, people. We're on a time-sensitive mission.
I forgot with the time limit.
I feel like that's shade from the DM, just going back to the giving us a mission with the time limit.
Seeing how happy Jax went, maybe we need time limits.
No.
Oh, Lord.
Endo likes a leisurely stroll.
So, Adri, do you want the honours, or Gideon, do you want the honours?
I don't go anywhere first, Jeremy.
Shall we go north first then?
Hold on a minute. And before anything else happens, he necks the other bloody potion.
Wise.
Very wise.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. So, like, oh, wow.
44.
No. You just rolled 4d8. It's 44.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, there were me dreaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what
Absolute
a true greater
dream world
potion.
there.
So, is that 12 plus what?
Plus 4.
Plus 4. Oh, that's 16. Oh, that's lovely. That's 25 plus
Okay,
16,
so are you going north first, or are you going... Yeah? So you're just going to push the door?
Yes, just push it open.
Okay.
Oh, crypt.
So you can see inside this smallish room, there is a sarcophagus in the on the back wall, and a rack holding 10 wooden poles. The nearest pole is 1 foot long, and each subsequent pole is a foot longer, until the final pole is 10 feet long.
Well, we've had a look in here now, Adri. You were staying with a time mission.
Next room.
Okie dokie.
We know what's in here. We can come back and have a play before we run out.
So you're opening the next door?
Yeah, push open.
Okay, this is a small room that holds shelves full of hundreds of books.
Yeah.
Endo looks in, but then just like shies his eyes away. He's like, well, he doesn't know what to do with them.
Looking along the covers without touching anything, can I read anything along the spines of them?
Are you looking for any specific type of book? Or about a certain topic? Or you're just...
Did we learn... Oh yeah, are there any with the titles of the guy who it is, like Morthus, whatever his name was?
Okay,
So I'm assuming this is all in his brain, so it's going to be memories and stuff.
There is nothing that has anything with his name in.
Okay.
All of the all of the sleeves of the book, the spines of the book are empty. They don't have any text on.
Right. Who wants me to slide one out and have a look inside?
Yeah, I mean, surely.
Okay. Let's go for a reasonably thick book.
Okay. Again, so you're not looking for anything particular. You are just pulling out a random
Yeah, I'm
book.
just trying to see. Yeah.
Yeah, as
Just
you
see
go,
what's
as
in
you
them, 'cause
start
if there's
flicking
nothing on
through
the
it,
spines.
yeah, as you start flicking through, it's just empty pages.
Interesting. Does anyone have any writing equipment?
Lynn,
Uh,
even though Endo's not there, sorry. Do they still have names on the spines of the book,
No.
but they're just empty?
No, they don't have any. That's what I said. They're blank. So
They're completely blank,
of
even
the
on the
blank
spines.
of the book are blank.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
can I... Again, I mean, I was thwarted last time by a door, but can I see if any of these open secret rooms... there's hidden things behind bookcases?
So as you're looking at the shelf, you're looking for one that looks either out of place or something like that, because you're looking for something to do with secret rooms, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're kind of glancing along, one of the spines of the book says secret room on it.
Oh my god, I just pull it.
Oh,
As you open it, it seems to be it comes off the bookshelf, and you're holding the book. And if you open the book, it seems to be telling you all about how to construct a secret room behind a bookshelf. It seems to be more instructional things.
Did it always look blank, or did it just get... Did I see the title only after I thought about it?
Who knows?
Can I think about cats?
Okay, yeah.
Look for a cat-based book.
So as you're kind of you're like, okay, I'm going to think about cats, and then you look and glance down at a slightly lower shelf, and on there is the giant book of cats.
Oh my god, I pull it out.
Yep, and it's just full of all different types of cats, from pictures of them doing funny things, how to look after a cat.
I definitely pocket this book. Guys, just think about what you want it to read, and you'll find a book.
Okay. Lynn, can I chat to you in private for a second?
Yes.
I'll see you in the secret room.
Okay.
Endo wants to look for someone after your secret conversation.
Okay. Hello.
I don't know if, because I'm assuming this is in this guy's head, so I don't know how far this will go, but I want to secretly, if it's possible, think about Talisker and see if anything I can get a book on any information about her.
Okay, so you secretly, suspiciously, stand there thinking about Talisker. Nothing appears on the.
Okay, cool.
list.
Just
Okay.
wasn't sure. I figured it probably wouldn't.
Yeah,
it's in
because
his
he
head,
doesn't
but I
know
thought
her.
that's-
Yeah, so yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I wasn't
Okay.
quite sure he's a magician or whatever he was.
Yeah.
Didn't know how far his powers went.
Okay.
Cool.
Cheeky.
I know. Back in the other room.
Yep.
20 minutes looking for books in the.
I have returned.
Abandoned work, people.
Okay. Can Endo walk in after hearing that? Because before his little face was like all low and down because everybody's looking at books and things, and he just has nothing to contribute. But then, upon hearing the conversation with Tide, where Tide was telling everybody that you just think of something and then you can get it in book form,
Mm-hmm.
Endo, his little face perks up and he quickly toddles in and he thinks basically he thinks of a book that would teach him how to read and write.
Okay, so Endo's kind of like stood there thinking of that, and on a couple of the books, it's like the easy ABCs, like comes up on one of the spines, and one of the other ones is like I don't know, whatever. Like, so there's a couple of books that come on that have got to do with writing, but obviously Endo couldn't read them.
Yeah, so he gets excited like when he sees this appear, and he's like, Tide, Gideon, will these ones help Endo read?
Yeah, I think so.
Can
Just
we-
grab him.
Can we see like what other people are like
Yes.
manifested
Yeah,
on the books?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's worth a try, Endo. I'm sure we could maybe teach you when we get back to Taliskars if we take them with us.
Oh, excellent! And Endo just like grabs them really quick and puts them into his little pack. He's like, thank you.
Can I do look normal again, by the way, now my form of dread has faded. Can I like scrunch up my
Thankfully.
face and really, really hard wish for like 100 fun facts about skeletons?
Yes, you can.
Amazing.
Yeah, and a book about skeletons appears on the top shelf.
I like jump up and grab it and shove it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Audrey would like to think of the glass crystal apple thing.
Okay.
Find out information about that.
Okay, yeah, let me just get to a certain place.
Oh yeah, thinking about how we get home would have been useful.
Yeah, everybody's just like, I want to look at cats. I want cats. I want skeletons.
I've got a few
Mermaid's
things
not
that
yet been in
related to
there
where we
and
are.
thought of anything yet, so.
As
Yeah, that's true.
Erdre, as you're kind of like stood thinking about obviously this thing that you were sent in, one of the books, like the text starts to appear on it, and it says, "The Conundrum."
The conundrum.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have further explanation about that? in
So
the
if you
book?
pick it up, if you're like, oh, that must be the book that I was kind of thinking of or whatever, so you pick it up and it is describing basically that it is essentially the heart of the Thought Palace. So it is what powers the Thought Palace, it is what gives the mages power to keep this place going. As you're kind of flicking through a little bit further, it does say that as soon as it is taken from its resting place, that the Thought Palace will start to collapse.
Ooh, okay.
However, you would notice that the Thought Palace has not started to collapse. Everything seems exactly as it was before.
So that's not the right one. Gotcha. Guys, I don't think we've got what we're after yet.
How do you mean? We
Uh,
saw an apple-sized crystal thing, right?
we did, but this book says that wherever this place that we are, this thought palace should start to break down if once we take it out of its resting place. And it
But
has it.
we also put the weight on the pedestals. So did that do
Yeah.
something to counteract it?
According to this book, I wouldn't think so. I think it's specifically just about removing that from its thought place. Skimming through the book, does it say where it is kept?
No.
Okay.
Maybe we should try that creepy looking. Was it a coffin? Whatever it was.
Sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus.
I feel like that'd be all about, like, Gideon would love it, surely.
That is true. That is like just starting to inch that way already.
She'd be like, that awesome
sounds like her
sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Giddily looking over there like, ooh, is there a skull in there?
I've got another book I'd like to look for before we hit that is about, if I can find anything about the purple moss.
Okay, yeah. So again, you start to think about the purple moss and like a book. Like at the writing on the side of the book, it comes up. It's not specifically about purple moss. It's about like other vegetation as well. But obviously, because you've been thinking about purple moss, you know that purple moss is going to be in there. So as you grab the book and then start flicking through, it basically tells you that it is called memory moss. That it steals people's memories if they get within a certain distance of them. It cautions in there that it is particularly dangerous to spellcasters who have prepared spells in the last 24 hours because they will lose those spells because they'll forget that they've prepared them. It says that it is vulnerable to and will be destroyed by fire, cold, radiant damage, sunlight, and any disease-curing magic. And eating the moss will return the memories.
Okay, I'll share that with everybody.
So wait, you're saying that if Endo ate the moss,
He'd remember.
Wait, would I have to eat the exact moss that I was sniffing?
No, just any moss.
Just any moss.
You have to locate the exact single tiny little piece of moss that you were looking at.
and that means then that if you go with him, then Avery, your sword that could actually like pick up the moss for Endo rather than him potentially lose more memories again.
I'd lose mine in the process of getting close enough.
But your sword would also, if you took 2 pieces of moss, I mean, you got a long sword, right?
Not to keep him 5 feet away from it. No.
Yeah, it's not that long. And
It's okay, Endo has his walking staff.
Could you guys not cantrip it away, Firebolt? And,
Yeah, I would have thought.
my
Frostbite? Yeah.
Lynn,
Mm-hmm.
quick question, important question. Potentially, this could be a disaster, if I'm thinking correctly. Because if I get too close to it and forget again, and then eat the moss, I'm only going to remember.
So no. So because you've already been targeted, it wouldn't target you again. So you're not going to lose another 24 hours or the last.
Right. Because I thought it was going to overlap, so I'd never get the other 24 hours back. I'd just get what I was cured of initially back after getting infected again.
No.
Well, how about if you wanted to eat the moss, Endo, and then we can just burn the rest of it away, or...
Well, what if Endo just walks through the moss to the watery place and has a little look around first? Because I'm apparently immune.
Yeah, we can do. I mean, really think we should check out that sarcophagus first, though.
Yeah. Are there
What
any
is
books
wrong
on that
with you,
sarcophagus?
Gideon? It's a dead
I-
people's.
Well,
You don't
I
need to
feel
look at the dead people's.
I think that's probably a better hiding spot for the crystal.
It did seem too
Once
easy.
we get it, we're gonna have to get out of here quick.
I'm gonna think of how to escape from this place and grab a book with that.
Okay.
When
yeah,
I see
yeah.
it.
So you kind of like stand there and you're thinking about how to escape the Thought Palace, and a book does come up and is called Portals. And as you flick through, it says the only way out is through the portal created by Morthos.
That I think that portal that we saw at Adri, that is the way out. I think.
Quite possibly.
Because this book says it's a portal created by Morthos, who is the, dare I say, owner of this place?
The mind wizard.
Well, so there was another room to the south and another room on the other side of the water. Before we unleash whatever's in this sarcophagus, should we have a look in them first just to see what's in them? At
That
least the room
sounds
to
like
the
a
south.
good idea.
And we can see if our fire and ice can clear a path through the moss.
Sounds good to me.
And
Yep.
can check how deep the water is before we start burning things.
So shall we go have a look at... Can anyone think of anything else they want to explore in these books?
Not really.
I have one, but it's potentially game breaking. So Lynn, please say no if it's game breaking.
Okay.
Oh.
I would love like an illustrated map of the Thought Palace.
Oh,
That was even better than mine.
that's breaking the fifth wall
So
there.
a book does appear, and when you open it, the book basically details that the Thought Palace is ever changing, so it is impossible to create a
Well
map.
played, Lynn.
Ah, Uno
Yeah.
reverse.
Just quickly before we leave, Endo sneaks back into the room after people have walked past. So nobody can hear this question.
You just have to think it. You don't have to say it.
Well, yeah, but they might know what it like.
Oh, what
They
the
might
book appears.
see the book
Right,
and
okay.
then read the book.
Yeah.
Endo walks in and thinks, and what would he think? What would he think? I'm trying to think. He's obviously just going to think, why do potatoes talk? Right?
Okay,
Now, obviously,
yeah.
I don't know what sort of book is going to pop up with that. Endo would just think, why do potatoes talk to me?
Okay, so a book does become available. What the hell is my pen? There.
And obviously, Endo
but you
won't know
can't
where
read
it
what
reads.
it says on it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Endo will just take that book and put it with the other books. Obviously, if they get mixed up and somebody ends up seeing the other ones, he's not going to know because he can't tell which one's what.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to quickly toddle out, all like innocent looking.
Okie
So, moss first, or the rooms at the other side of this room?
It'll probably be quicker just to poke our head in the other room first, I'd say. And then once we know what's in there, we can come back and
Okay.
take this moss.
Okay, so you're
Careful,
going for the
Gideon.
south room, yeah?
Don't get too close. Apparently, it makes you lose your memory.
And I shall nudge open the door very quietly.
Okay. So you can see into a room that is roughly about 30 foot square. The walls are made of cut stone and they have what looks to be a mural painted on it that resembles an arid desert. A caravan of merchants can be seen moving from the western wall to the eastern and stopping at an oasis, like painted, obviously. Repeated along the bottom are the words, "Only the wisest will see," in common, so everybody except Endo, bless him, can read that. Standing proudly atop the columns in the corners of the room, so here, here, and you wouldn't be able to see them, but here and here, are statues of 4 dragons, each one in a similar pose with fangs bared in an eternal snarl. In the room's centre, there is a triangular stone pedestal, and resting atop of the pedestal is a glass vial that looks like it's empty from where you are.
Can I roll perception from where I'm stood, Lynn?
To see what?
Well, because I obviously saw everybody stop and looking at things. Endo just obviously has to stop because people have stopped in front of him, so he's just going to be like peering over the top of them, just like looking around in the room for anything that would stand out to Endo. Obviously not written word.
I was going to say you'd have to be a bit more specific because you would just see what Duramire's seen, so it would have to be something specific that you were rolling perception for. Are you rolling perception to see if there's any jelly cubes, or to, rather than just going, well, what can I see with perception?
All right, Endo would probably be looking for anything that looks suspiciously threatening or potentially trap-like, that sort of thing.
Roll perception.
Okay. Obviously, the written words don't mean anything to Endo currently, so...
Okay, so you can't see anything that immediately jumps out at you as an enemy of some kind or like a dangerous thing. If you were looking at the dragons, you would look and go, "Ooh, they look a bit scary," because they're snarling and things like that, but they are statues. And Endo would obviously know the difference between a real dragon and statues. But there is nothing that you can see that would attack or anything like that.
I'm going to step into the room and set a door over there and just totally ignore the glass jar that looks empty in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Because I'm not stupid. So
I'm very interested in the glass jar.
Oh my god.
Guys, there's nothing in here.
The doors that you are now standing by are made of metal. There are no visible handles or keyholes. And if you try and push against them, they do not move.
And these doors are locked. And made of metal somehow. Huh. Interesting. Oh no. Tide's thinking.
Do it, Tide.
It's the humming. It gives it away every time.
No, I'm trying to think what would Tide do, and Tide wouldn't think to open the door because Tide's really curious about the jar. Mm-hmm. Can I look at the jar?
Of course you can.
I'm curious about the jar.
When you say look at it...
with your eyes.
Yeah, I'm doing everything I can not to go for the jar.
Yeah. So as you kind of get closer to it, you can see that there's a label that's tied around the neck of the vial, and it says "Open me" on it. And Tide is the best person to get this because he'll be like, "I want to."
I think I just look at Gideon very expectantly, for permission. Because I know that looking at Edria will not get permission, but I'm not sure with Gideon.
I just wiggle my fingers a little bit, and the mage hand appears and just kind of, it's a thing in the Addams Family. It's just very slowly walking along the ground towards the pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to step back.
Okay.
You step back, Endo can see the little hand.
like very sad.
This skeletal mage hand, what is it? Is it going towards the vial, or?
It is, but it's going like very slowly, almost as if I'm waiting for somebody to tell me to stop.
Okay.
Baby, stop.
The hand
What is that
stops.
hand doing?
I'm just having a look. What have I got in my kit? Water skin. Would my water skin be full of water?
Yeah, I would assume so, because you've come
Cool.
from the headquarters
Yeah.
or whatever, so you'd keep your stuff stocked up.
Why don't we try pouring something into the container?
So we can open it?
Does it have a lid on it, or is it?
Yes, it's got a lid on it. Yeah,
Oh, so
it's
I
got like
missed that.
a cork stopper in it.
I missed that. Damn.
Can
Ty's like, please give me permission. Give me permission. Just somebody make a slight nodding like gesture.
The door
If
that
we-
we've just come through.
Yep.
Does that look? Can I investigate that? Like, if we open this, is it likely to slam shut behind us and lock us in?
You can roll investigation on it if you want to check whether the door is somehow got a trigger on
Yes,
it or something
that
like
is
that.
what I
Yeah,
would like
that's
to
absolutely
do.
fine. Yeah, you can do that. No, it looks like it's just a normal door. It was just a double door you pulled open basically, so it doesn't look as if it has any way to shut unless somebody shut it.
And the dragon statues. What did that like? How realistic do they look?
I mean, they are real dragon statues, if that's what you're asking me. What do you mean? They're really
Well,
there. You mean,
are they really going to come
What's
to
the
life and
detail
start-
on their faces like?
Are they
Are they
lifelike
really going to come
dragons?
to life when we touch this?
I mean, they're not
Silly.
necessarily, they are small dragon, they're not dragon sized, obviously. But they look quite detailed. It's okay work. It's not like the best ever statue that you've ever seen, but it looks okay.
Okay, can Endo, because he would have by now, because he's just standing there doing nothing, watching them all. He would have noticed that they're doing the usual thing of looking at things, and so immediately he's got his little squint eyes on, and he's gonna start looking at things. But before he does, can he smell the air in the room?
Okay.
And what would I need to roll for that?
What are you just...
I'm trying to tell if these are dragons, right? And in Endo's little brain, Endo thinks that dragons breathe fire.
So you're trying to smell
So,
for if there's any kind
I'm
of
trying to smell to see if there's
burning
any
or...
if there's been any kind
it just
of
smells
burning
exactly
or
the
anything like.
same as everywhere else has smelled. It just smells of it's almost like nothingness because you're in a imaginary world. It's not.
And he wants to go over to a statue and put his face right near the mouth and look inside.
Okay.
Would he see anything other than nothing?
You see more statue.
Okay, that's it. That's fine.
I agree.
Yeah.
I had a thought. If you want to put something into the vial, then why has it got a cork stopper in it?
Yeah, I missed the cork stopper part.
So we can see that aside from the mural of these traders traveling east to west, there's and if you read what it says at the bottom about the wisest, hint hint, let's just go check out that sarcophagus.
Okay.
Can
Go on. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Let's open the door and use Mage Hand to take the stopper out. Mage Paw.
just before, can I just walk round the room in whatever is like an east to west direction?
Mm-hmm.
That is east. That is
Yeah,
west.
so clockwise. You'd be going clockwise, basically.
Yeah.
That's north. Yeah.
So can I just, without saying anything, Gideon in her many mysteries. We'll just walk clockwise around the room and see if anything happens.
Nothing happens. You're just
Okay,
walking
fine.
clockwise around the room.
Like, okay, everybody out, mage hand time.
Can I just, as we're doing this, can I very quickly just take a peek at the next card of my tarot deck and do my bardic?
Yes, of course you can.
I am getting out of that room though, because yeah, nothing in there.
I would love Ty to have been completely distracted with his like tarot deck and not moved out of the room. Just been like,
I like that better, to be fair.
that would have been so tight. Like, and then be like, oh, what? Wait, did I miss something?
It's taking forever. Yeah.
Okie dokie. So, what is your thing hand doing?
My thing hand is gonna scurry along the floor, climb up the pedestal, and then take. I mean, it can float. I just like the idea of it doing that, and then it'll float to the top of the float to the top of the thing and pull the stopper out.
Okay. It's pulled the stopper out.
Anything happen?
Nope.
Wait, what did you say that plaque said?
It was under the mural about the wisest of the wise.
No, it said
Only
only the wisest will see.
Only
Okay,
the wisest
if
will see.
If it said only the wisest will see, that hand has not got any eyes.
That is very true, Endo. That is very true.
But
So-
Gideon is watching it, and she is wise.
But she didn't
Allegedly.
open it. It was a magic, scary hand that did it. Which is not wisdomous.
You are wisdomous, and you were watching it.
But I wasn't opening it, Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
Only
This
the
is why we
wisest
left the
will
room.
see. Yes, but only
Yeah.
the wisest will see. So only the wisest will see when they open it.
Oh my god, like Endo here. Look at Endo.
Maybe
The
it's
logic-
Endo. Maybe Endo is the
Endo
wise
is the
one.
wisest.
So Endo, upon this, quite like full of himself, walks into the room.
Okay, stop there. As you walk
Yep.
into the room,
Yep.
you
Yep.
are paralyzed and drop to the floor. And-
I would have not made it that far then.
Yeah, and start to, as you kind of like, you can still move your eyes around and things, and as you're like looking around, you can see hallucinations, and the wall, the mural on the wall, the merchants seem to be moving. You can,
Okay.
it feels like you're in the desert. You can see the like sand being blown around and things like that.
Yeah.
And in the heart, like the middle of the oasis that's painted on the southern wall, sparkling in the water, you can see what looks like a key in the water.
I can see a key. I can't move, but I can see a key. Well, I wouldn't even be saying that. I'd just be like, I can see something. It's over there. It's twinkly.
Can I try and work out what he's saying from outside the room? Because he's going to be
Mumbling.
fairly mumbling.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Like, as he's like laid there, he's seeing this, and then he's like, "Arr!" And very quickly, Endo, you would realize that you can now move your lips again. You can start to get feeling back in your arms and things like that. So it is a temporary thing. It doesn't last long.
Oh, wow. That was very weird. Endo saw something.
What did you see?
I don't know. It was like the pictures, they were alive, Jeremiah. They were alive. I saw
and- Sorry, didn't realise you hadn't
What's
finished.
wrong, Gideon?
It was a question for Lynn. Did we see any of that, or was
No.
it only?
No.
Okay, so
Yeah. So you just saw Endo walk into the room, then drop like a ton of bricks
Right.
to the floor. And then he started going, and then he started being able to talk normally again.
So you say the paintings were moving.
They were moving, Jeremiah. They were showing something, and then on the one down there, and he points to the south. It showed that there was some kind of sparkly key underwater, Doramaya. It was under the water.
Is
A sparkly
Stopper.
key and a metal door.
Is the door
That's
locked,
no
Doramaya?
key.
There was no keyhole in the door.
There's no keyhole, but it's made of metal, and that's a shiny key.
Is the stopper in the container again?
It is not, no. But Endo is up and about, like, is able to get up again now. He's like, so whatever was potentially in the air, you would guess
Can I
either he is immune to now,
try
or
and
he's fine.
sniff? Can I try and like just give the air a quick sniff, and then like see if what caused Endo to fall is still there?
You can roll a perception if you want to try and sniff anything out. No, you said everything you saw.
Maybe if the key is under the water on the mural, it either means there is a key in the water back in that room, or maybe we have to use this container to like if whatever magic makes the pictures move, maybe it makes it so that you can use the container to like scoop it out of the painting. Do you see what I mean? Like drag it through the water and get it.
Yeah, the key could be inside the wall.
A 15 to perceive any
The
gases in the air.
Yeah, the air seems to be as it was like before when you were in the room. It doesn't seem like you can smell anything. There's no aromas or anything.
Endo, can you let me in?
Okay. Just like, I'm in.
I'm in.
Bad, just
Yeah.
taps it opens the door.
Yeah, I want to
everyone.
go in as well.
Yep, so you all step in, nobody drops to the floor. Everybody is fine.
And I've got big lungs, he breathed it all in.
I pick up the vial and sort of look through it, and then look at the wall, trying to look through the vial, see if it
Roll a perception.
reveals anything.
Okay. So as you pick up the vial, just before you kind of bring it up to look through it, to look at the wall, you notice that underneath the vial on the pedestal, it looks as if there's a hole where a key could go into it.
Okay.
As you kind of like put it up and look at the wall with it, as if you're using like a binoculars or something, you can see what Endo could see. You can see that there is a key shimmering in the water.
Looking through it, I'm going to walk over to try to see if I can reach out my hand and touch it.
So you reach out and you touch a wall.
If you move the glass jar, does that touch the wall?
Yeah, if I press the...
So are you trying to like scoop water up like you said, or what are you trying to do with it?
Yeah, first I'll see if I can scoop water with the vial.
Yep. So as you kind of reach out and do like a scooping motion, you scoop up some water and the key is in the vial now.
Oh, yes. Well done.
Excellent.
Yeah. I will go back to the podium thingy and pour the water and the key onto the little dais thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it me, or does this seem too straightforward?
You think that was straightforward?
Yeah, and Endo just looks at Doramaya and doesn't say anything, and then Gideon says that, and it's like...
I mean, one scoop of water, and we got the key.
Well, we're getting better at this.
Maybe it was a good scoop.
I'm not doubting Adri's stupid ability. I mean, you should see how much ice cream she gets on the in each scoop that she has. But it just seems like it's almost dare I say, not easy, but easier. And
I love it. It's
I'm not
like
used to doing things.
easier. And poor Endo was flopped on the floor for however long.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I just very quickly get all up in Endo's personal space and like check out his eyes and ears and do a medicine check?
Yes, you can.
Tide, what is you doing? Get off.
While he's doing that,
Stay still.
you have poured out and obviously now the water is kind of running down the edge of the platform, and the key is resting on top.
Okay, I will try putting the key in the keyhole.
Okay, as you put the key in the keyhole, you hear a big click coming from this door here. Tide Endo, it seems fine. As you're checking him over, he seems okay.
I pat him on the head and get off him.
Endo was gently like slapping away like that, and there was just fluff flying all over the place. He's just left, stood there going, because he got fluff all in his mouth.
So we heard the click. So
You heard the click. Yeah, it was a very loud, very audible click, obviously coming from this door here. So you have would make the assumption that something has happened there.
I will see if I can push the metal. Yeah.
You can push the metal.
I will step into the room.
Okie
There.
So you are looking into a square room. There's a painting on the northeastern wall, so up here, that shows an image of a handsome elderly gentleman. And here is a painting of a fine lady. Sat in the middle of the room is a large iron-bound chest.
Tide's trying.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Adri?
What are you thinking?
The chest needs to be open?
At some point, I feel each room's got its own little trick to get through. We are in someone's mind, and they've set up all these traps so that we can't get through to the final goal. We have to solve all the puzzles. So there's going to be a trick here as well.
Yeah, but I mean, we've got a gent in one painting, a fine lady in the other, and from what you and I can see, there's no imagery of any guards, so either they're hidden or it's an unguarded chest.
Endo says, okay, but have you looked at the opposite walls facing the paintings? What are these two, like, are they torches?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're torches.
What are they doing facing the paintings? How can you see the paintings from the torch with it that far away? That's a very strange place to put the torches. Endo, ever perceptive there.
The wisest of us all.
Indeed. Proven.
We could try see if the key from the pedestal would unlock the chest.
We don't even know if the chest is locked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can I
We don't,
try and examine the chest?
Yes, you can. Can you roll investigation for me?
I see a door there. So,
No.
Okay.
What chest?
Yeah,
That's
there's
the
a
door,
chest.
Gideon.
Yeah, you look at it, you can see that there seems to be some sort of puzzle on the top of it, but yeah, you don't know what it is.
Can I have a look at the top of the chest in that case? Because at the moment I've just been looking around the room and going, ooh, chest. So
Perception?
So
when
to
my
read my roll 20,
laptop decides to load up. Today would be good laptop.
Is anybody else doing anything while we're waiting for that perception check? Anybody looking at anything
No,
else?
Endo's just chilling by the other side of the door.
And there's just chilling.
Tied.
Can I check out these paintings?
As you step within...
Oh, no.
No, be calm. Be calm. As you step within 5 feet of the painting, the gentleman animates suddenly. And he's like, oh, hello. I have a riddle for you.
Hiya, go on.
I can only live where there is light, but I die if the light shines on me. What am I? And then he gives you a
Shadow.
grin and stops being animated.
A shadow.
There is light. Ooh. Shadow?
Nothing happens.
I didn't get a better roll than Gideon did either, so yeah.
So again, you've looked and you've gone, oh, there's some sort of puzzle, but you can't figure it out.
I got a 10 out of.
Oh, okay, yeah. So as you're kind of looking at it, you're like, oh, okay. The top of the chest is flat, and there seems to be a maze on top of it with interlocking pieces with a metal bead that's trapped inside of it, and a small hole, the perfect fit for the bead on the other end of the puzzle. So it's like one of those things where you have to try and get it.
Guilty things.
Yeah.
Oh, so the bead needs to go into the hole there, and either we guide it along a maze with a finger, or somehow.
Somehow, yeah, you guide it along the maze.
Maybe Mage Paw type?
Sure, what are we doing? I'm thinking about riddles.
Yeah, I will tell you that it requires intelligence checks to do this, so you would not be able to use Mage Paw, because obviously it can't make checks.
I am very intelligent. Maybe someone else?
Reasonable at intelligence. But just, I'll have a look at the other picture as well, painting as well.
Okie doke, yeah. So as you kind of wander over to stand in front of the other one, it is a quite well painted painting of a woman. It does not, a fine dressed lady. It does not come to life or anything like that.
Okay.
Can I try the puzzle? I've got reasonable intelligence.
Yes. Can you make me an intelligence check, please? It's going to be a whole load of intelligence checks, I'm afraid. It's just how...
Can I use my inspiration from the last session?
I would. Yeah, I would do. Yeah.
If it fails again,
my God,
can I give her
it's
a helping
even
hand?
worse.
That's worse.
Yeah, can I give her a helping hand because I'm looking at it as well? Well, I'm not saying no, but I'm just watching what she's doing.
I don't know that Endo would be able to give her a helping hand. He's not the
Well,
brightest of the bunch, is he?
Well, that's the thing about Endo, remember? When we built him, he's smarter than he acts.
Okay, I'll be nice. I'll let you give her a helping hand. Roll again.
Can I also mind lose just some pom-poms on and
Oh my God, it gets worse.
Guidance.
I feel like
Endo helping.
people are distracting her now. Like, Endo stood staring at, like, you can do it. And then there's pom-poms going on. It's just like the stress of this situation. Okie dokie. So,
Can I? While they're having a look at that.
Yep.
I can try it if you want.
Sorry, Andrew was talking. Go on.
While I'm having a look at that, they're having a look at that. Am I able to remove the torches from the wall?
Yes. Yeah, it's like it's like put into a like a holder. So yeah, you could lift it from there.
Can I grab both of them and take them into the next room, back where we just were? I just want to see what happens if I make, because of what that first painting was saying. I want to see if I change the light in the room, if it has any effect.
Okay, yeah.
This is
So
where you
you
walk through
take
the
those
door
off
and we all die.
and head back into the other room.
Yeah, and
and
just pop them in here,
you
around
are-
the corner where there's no light.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you've lit up a corner in the room.
And guys, is anything happening in there?
Nothing has happened.
Nope.
I'll take them back and put them back.
Okie dokie. Okay, so what's going on with this chest, guys? So it's that is.
Do you want me to try, Gideon?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, or Adri, maybe?
Is it a puzzle?
It is, and
Oh.
it's a. We're gonna try and get this bead here into that hole there.
Okay, whoever's
No.
gonna try next, can you do an intelligence check for me, please?
I've got
If I
reasonable
do
intelligence.
this, yeah, that's
It's another fail.
Oh.
Okay, Adri,
All right.
come and save the day.
All right. Here we go. Cracks the knuckles. Cranes the neck a little bit. Here we go.
Guys, wow.
Oh,
Endo's
move.
going in
Wow.
for the sake of it. Endo's going in just for the sake of
no,
it.
no, you're not. If you'd let me finish what I was going to say. That is 3 fails. On the third fail, the metal bead completely disappears. And let me just roll this. Can everybody take, everybody that stood around it. So
Yeah.
Gideon,
Yeah.
Endo, and Airdrie, you are going to take 10 poison damage.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Right. Everyone get out of the way. Like, this much space.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Gideon! You stepped on me.
Vladimir, watch out.
Sorry, Endo.
How did you miss me, Gideon?
I assume you need Jeremiah to move, yeah?
Yeah.
If not,
Okay.
he's gonna.
I am scared
I
about what's
will-
going to happen here.
Step to one side.
Oh yeah.
If I'm looking with my character, seems to have frozen for some reason.
Oh,
Just assume I'm over by Adri now.
Marvellous. Can I cast Shatter on this, please?
yeah.
Yes.
A creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, and you do... Oh, no, not yet. I'm not level 6.
Okay, yeah. So, enraged, I guess, that they've failed to do this, you go over and
You don't need to be clever to break things.
shatter the puzzle on the top and leave a hole in the top of the chest. So you can now see into it.
Great. I'm feeling great. Can I have a look inside?
Of course you can. So as you look inside, you can see lots of platinum coins.
Ooh.
You can also see balanced haphazardly on the top of the coins is a clear crystal that is cut roughly to the size of an apple.
Oh, no.
Didn't that book say if we even move it a tiny bit, that everything will
Yeah.
disappear?
It'll start to, well, but then we'll know it's the right one and we can run back to the portal.
Well, yeah,
Still
true.
don't think- I still don't. There's another door. There's more doors. This is another fake one, guys. Come on.
Can I do a very quick investigation check to see if I think this is the real one?
And hold the other one that we've got next to it to compare.
Ooh.
It's in my bag at the moment, so I'll pull it out.
You're investigating. You're not casting like any spells on it or anything. You're just investigating, yeah.
No, I don't have any clever identify spells or anything.
Okay. Yeah,
I can only blow things up and whisper in people.
All the good ones, then.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a clear crystal about the size of an apple. You're definite about that.
Right. I'm going to scoop up all the coins and leave it there.
I'm gonna help I'm going to hold the bag of holding right next to it so you can just scoop them in.
You can't pick up the coins without disturbing the crystal.
Oh.
Well, we'll just get ready to run, but I'm sure it's still
Is the
too
chest
easy.
is the chest attached to the floor? Can we
Yes.
just take the chest?
Yes, it's attached to the floor.
Furthermore, adding to Gideon, can the chest be removed from said floor?
You could try and wrench it from the way that it's, because it's like bolted to the floor. You could try and wrench it from that if you wanted to.
My time to shine.
However, doing that would disturb the crystal,
Not my time to shine.
because the crystal is balanced haphazardly on top of the coins.
Yes, no.
I have a thought here, guys. What if one of you two, and I gestured to Gideon and Tide, use one of your mage hand or mage paw spells to hold the crystal in place, take the money out from underneath it, and then we drop it and run.
But if it starts falling apart, we still want to take the crystal with us.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point about
Yeah,
it.
that's true. Yeah, so we might as well just grab it if we're going to do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We've got 11 hands between us. No, 12 hands, including the mage hand and mage paw. Like, everybody just scoop as much platinum as possible into this bag, and somebody grab the crystal. And if it does start collapsing, I guess we run, but we'll maybe get some platinum for our troubles.
I'll take the crystal. I'll only do it once. If I take two, then we'll know where they both are.
Cool. Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Maybe, hold on, maybe the person who got the first crystal, keep hold of that, and someone else take the second one. Because if we get them mixed up, that could potentially be a problem.
But Endo.
Well, we know the first one's a fake, so let's just smash it.
Yeah, leave it here.
But it's crystal, so crystal is worth money.
Wow, is it though? It's crystal looking. It's probably just glass.
Yep, Talisker might like it
be,
as a decoration. It's a skull.
It's not a skull.
Or Gideon.
Tiger holding it.
Room.
It isn't a skull. It's not a skull.
You take this one, and we'll sell the platinum later.
Sorry, Endo's eyes were a little bit vexed there from the previous room. I thought it was a crystal skull.
No.
Sorry.
I was like, where are we getting this from?
Indiana Jones.
Yep.
So we put the crystal that we'd already got that's not the real crystal, shove it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Then I will move the bag of holding as close to the chest as possible so that if we all kind of just reach in and try and push stuff into it, a reasonable amount of platinum might go into the bag, and then somebody is nominated to be the crystal person and grab the crystal.
Bearer.
Yes. Yeah.
Endo will grab the crystal.
Cool. Ready?
No,
right.
Okay. So you're doing this super fast, yeah? You're like trying to get this done as fast as you possibly can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Endo, can you do me a dex check?
That's the one at the top, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not a save, it's just a check.
Yep.
Okay, so you're like all stood around like, right, are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Endo reaches out, grabs the crystal, but is doing it so quickly that it catches on the edge of the chest and drops to the floor and starts rolling, as you can hear a rumbling coming from like deeper within the Thought Palace.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
That's the one we need.
That's on you, Endo. Go on, grab.
I'll reach in and grab the crystal that's now rolling around the bottom of the case.
No, it's not.
I am-
It's rolling on the floor, so it's like rolling over here. So actually, Endo probably would be the closest to get it anyway.
Yeah, I'll grab it. I'll quickly grab it.
Yep.
I'm just shoveling platinum as fast as physically possible.
And is anything actually happening?
So you can hear what sounds like rumbling coming from. There's nothing happening in the room that you're specifically in right now, but you can hear that there is something happening in the Thought Palace.
And I will start shovel. I am shoveling as fast as possible now into the bag of holding. Just like, let's see how much we can get.
While they're doing that, can I just check this door?
Yeah, just 1 second. So there's 3 of you shoveling, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So each of you, odds or evens? So Gideon, odd or even?
Even?
Okay. So you are slightly startled by the fact that Endo, like, yeeted the stone across the floor, and you can hear rumbling now. So you are kind of shoveling in, but you only managed to get about 50 of the platinum pieces in there. Tied, odd or even?
Always odd.
Okay, yep. So as you're kind of like, you're focused. It's shiny. It's you don't care what is going on around you. The rumbling is like, whatever, I care not. And you manage to get like 100 of the platinum coins you've managed to get in there. And Duramaya, odd or even?
Even.
Okay, yeah, you as well. You're like, right, this was the mission. My mission is these coins. I am completely focused on this. And as you're kind of shoveling them in, you get about 80 of them in there as well.
Nice. Right, I think that's our lot.
Okay, Endo, you are wanting to check the door. The door is... Are you wanting to push it, or...?
Just gently, like, try the door by pushing it or
It
checking
moves.
the handle.
It moves. There is no handle. It's a metal door like the other
Oh.
one. But it does move. So if you wanted to push it open,
well,
you could.
Yeah, I want to open it, yeah.
Okay. Well, do you know what? I'm going to open it a little bit like that, and then I'm going to say that's where we're ending the session.
Ah!
What? No!
Yes.